temperature for tea.
So I can like drop my tea bag in. I don't have to worry about the tea bag coming up and hit me in the mouth.
And the first thing anyone's going to hear is tea bag hitting me in the mouth.
Oh, yes. Because, fuck, we've already started.
You know, I just moved that little
My name is Logan Paul.
Yeah, you may notice we are short one, possibly permanently.
Okay.
Possibly.
Yeah, Lynn has now moved to Florida.
Flo
She
Ryan.
has become the Florida woman.
Yes. And for some reason, the person playing the lizard folk is still not a fan of the Florida Gators.
It's Florida.
Confirmed head canon vet is Florida man.
That doesn't even know what a Florida is.
That is nowhere near that stupid. Seriously, people, you can vouch. Pretty much every day when you hear something on the news, there's going to be at least one instance of Florida man.
Well, that's because the publishing laws are different down there. Like you can get away with crazier titles, zanier things to say.
Local Florida man fist fight an alligator, one for his McDouble.
They've done that.
They have, I'm sure.
Florida man throws alligators.
They literally have a place called Gator Park.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Get paid, get laid, Gatorade.
No.
What did you just say to my bastard ears?
Have I told you
Get
before,
laid,
Dan, that your
Gatorade.
face looks like one of those comedy sets that you like?
It's also
literally-
been like a
your
month
mustache,
since
your
we
nose,
last
and
met.
your eyes you could buy at a store and just wear, and you would be.
My nose isn't that big.
Yeah, I disagree.
You want to hit a guy with glasses? What if he takes the glasses off and hits you with them?
I've seen that.
That's awful. Anyway. Oh yeah. I wanted to ask again, just to clarify, like timeline wise, in universe, like how long was it had it been since we had bested Chigurl the?
It's probably been close to
13 years past.
No. I
Oh,
would
fuck, that
say you did that in the summer.
Yes.
It's now like February into March, so I'd say
Almost a
probably
year.
6 to 7 months.
All right.
I don't know why that's in my head now. I'm having a sugar rush. In case you can't tell. This is why I don't drink Coke.
Hey, you drink Coke.
I drink Coke.
Coke.
I drink pop.
Which is funny because it got its name because it used to, its main ingredient used to be cocaine.
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 I'm making Coca-Cola original recipe.
I do love that bit in the first Sherlock Holmes movie with Iron Man in it. Going through his study, sees all the different things, Watson picks up a little vial. You do realize what you're drinking is meant for eye surgery, right? And it's a bottle of liquid cocaine.
Oh.
Anyway, so, quick refresher. Last time, the heroes got paid. Peltier fucked off because fuck him. I'm sorry, I have to say that. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck him.
Wait, no, not literally.
But that would be necrophilia.
And we were introduced to Carlos's family after long last.
Yes, who you need to be reminded of their names.
Yeah, it's been a month.
You forgot my child's name!
It's been a month.
I wish Carlos' family was
Donnie!
Monkey.
You want
Don't
a pissed off
go
mad monk?
balancing
After
them.
you get a pissed off mad monk.
You wouldn't know I did that.
Monkey.
It depends on how it happened. If it happened like right from him, he just went, honey, I don't feel so good.
Oh, God. Anyways.
And as they turn to dust, all you hear is... meow.
Not the cat, not Mr. Whiskers! I forget I have a cat some days.
Sure hope those aren't
And-
days.
Let's hope not.
But before you came back, you
Call him Peter.
you learned while you were still with the Men in Black, with the SCP,
MIB.
that the whole thing that started with that breach was because of somebody from a crime syndicate called the Red Hand, or at least a former member, was doing it to gather souls for a lich by the name of Alera, which immediately set a fire under pretty much everyone's asses.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos is ready to go commit murder of a high order.
So that's pretty much where we are right now. You just spent some time, reacclimating yourselves, gathering up whatever supplies you needed.
Slaying witches, with it, slaying witches and laying bitches. They're slaying bitches and laying witches. I don't know.
Digging
That is ingenious.
through the ditches and burning through the witches. And slam in the back of my Dracula.
So, what do you guys feel like doing now, real quick, before you have to finally take off?
I hang out with my sister too much. I'll just supposed to say your mom.
I think
I'm
sorry.
I would have thrown the gray ooze at you.
I know. I don't do that normally.
I'm sorry.
But when I'm around my sister, that's all me and her are
I'm
seeing each
sorry.
other. It's like, what are you doing? Your mom.
She's your mom too, you idiot.
Exactly. Cancerous. It's beautiful.
So what are you guys going to do besides sit over there and play paper football?
What happened to Red?
They're trying to stack dice. It looks like.
Can't
tell, I've been
Red
in.
fucked off.
Good.
Wait, Red gone?
well, Red is not here to be played.
It
so-
kinda, well, yeah, one, Red's not here to be played, and two, that saves me from having to juggle yet another DM NPC.
Yes,
I
voice.
feel that. Well, to be fair, she's the son of the protagonist.
True, but still.
Yes. Yes.
Plus, I don't have any stats for her.
Oh no, yeah, we don't have a sheet or anything.
Yes. Anyway, I think we were just about ready to go because we had cleared with Red the nature of what we were going to do. Actually, didn't we go through the teleporter? Because they said, "Oh, where are you? Oh yeah, you need to schedule. You need to schedule an appointment with us."
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think you had to wait like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll just jump ahead 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos is not doing anything else. I don't think
But is there anything that you want to take care of before you have to go through?
I wanted to ask you again because I don't remember this distinctly. Like, why did Ved receive that boon from the Raven Queen? I have it marked in here, the effect, but I wasn't sure where.
What was it again? Remind me.
So it was a blessing of health. It was a +2 to con, and a blessing of magic resistance. An advantage on saves from spells and magical effects.
She did it because you've done quite a lot in her service.
Ah, yes.
I mean, nowhere near enough to unless you wanted to, multi-class into Paladin.
Right.
Don't think that's an insult. Damn, the first thought that came in my head was wood iguana. I looked at the first thought.
He does. Red does a little lizard thing where he licks his eyeball.
Mrs. Eyeball licks forehead.
I don't imagine Ved's tongue is long
It's
enough.
probably, like I said, first I told you this before. I respect Ved as an intelligent enough character not to do stupid shit like that.
My screen was flashing for a second.
But the meme of dumb lizard brain is hilarious.
Yes, it is. It is.
But that's not an idiot. He just lacks, shall we say,
No, I can sum up a vet like this, quoting Mr. Hanky from South Park. I may have shit for brains, but I'm not stupid.
You lack with like social. That's a word you.
Anyway,
Yeah, sorry. ADHD's coming in full swing today.
what do you guys want to take care of before you have to go through the teleporter?
I think Ved would be arranging for his dog to be cared for a certain amount of time. Probably best until further notice. You could put some money down on that service. But
Okay, I'll say roll a d10 for me. That's why they're there for.
Yes, I forgot my lucky day. So I don't have 7.
All right. You put out a call, and there is like a dog sitting service. They'll ask for 70 gold down, and then however much afterwards, depending on how long you're gone.
yes.
We'll figure that out.
Ved doesn't know how long he will be gone for, so.
Blinky's not really happy to see you go, but you get the sense he understands.
Mm.
Blink dogs are actually surprisingly intelligent.
Yes, Blink dogs.
But then again, they were also bred to kill displacer beasts, so...
Yes.
I'm going to seek out Carlos and make sure that he's ready for the mission, because as far as Ancaxis is concerned, he is ready.
Okay.
I am really quickly having to adjust inventory.
Screen, stop doing that.
Maybe there's a fly.
There's no flies.
Maybe there's a mosquito in it.
Maybe.
The only mosquito in this building is sitting on my Transformer shelf.
I want to go investigate it, but I'm not. 3.
I don't think you want to. He's pretty big.
Pretty much a Goku meme. I've heard your thing is pretty strong for the fight.
Oh, I thought you were bringing me to the 1 2. That's what she said.
No, I'm not that juvenile right now.
Right now, he says.
Right now. 3. Need. I've got to take in the market.
If that thing disappeared, I would say, stop right there, criminal scum.
Hey.
I violated the law.
Hey. Put 100 gold down on the table. I'll make it disappear.
Yeah, well, and then you pick it up, and everyone in the building's like, criminal, call the guards. You know, everyone, like, dude, I love that about Elder Scrolls games, is like, if you aren't sneaking and you pick up something, it doesn't matter. Like, everyone in the 10-mile radius knows that you committed a crime.
Help! We have a burglar!
Like, someone got their back to you, you pick it up, and their head just spin, like, do the full owl turn 180.
Get out of here.
Snap their own neck in the process.
You're not supposed to be in here. Can a man have some privacy? Get out!
Why can't you be like other RPGs where you just barge into your house, smash up in your pots, and steal your life savings?
Hi, Zelda. How are you today?
Dude, I've been, like, going back to Whiterun to go to Bellathor to sell him all this shit.
Wait, you actually played Skyrim?
Yes.
Oh, bitchin'.
Yeah, and every time I would wait for him to get there, and as soon as he would go into his door, I'd always just go in, I want to sell him stuff, and he's always, like, just getting up to the counter, and he's like, can a man have some privacy? Get out! And then I go out, wait 5 seconds. Yeah, I have to wait 5 seconds after I... Oh, man, it's so frustrating. I wish I could strangle that.
What you doing, Carlos?
Right now I'm just getting my stuff fixed, because I've erased and written so much, it's gotten to a point where it's just...
We'll say he's upstairs doing books. His wife is at the counter.
Yeah.
He's completing his funeral arrangements.
Damn! Damn. He's writing his will. Leave everything to
the cat.
And I will ask his wife,
Jesus Christ.
do you know where I can find Carlos?
You asked
I'm
me
here
that.
to make sure that he's ready for the mission.
He's upstairs right now. He's doing some bookkeeping. You know, it's just how business goes. You bang on the door.
Imagine just, KGB, open up!
Carlos, we're ready. We're going on the mission.
We're going on a trip, and our favorite... No!
Stop singing, Carlos. Get out of here.
I'm going on a fishing mission.
I am going to do... I do want to
If you all die, remind me to say pigeon mailed.
Yes.
Oh, fish fear me. Women also fear me.
Real quick. In between the two
I am
that
very
please.
scary.
I am very scary.
Napalm Part 2.
Oh, god damn it.
Actually, it's like Napalm Part 4.
God. Right, Napalm Part 3 was combustible cocaine.
Carlos, you in there?
I forgot about that.
Do I need to come in?
Well, hold on. I'm sorry it's not that happened before this day. There we go. Got my dice sword back.
Alright, I'm coming in.
Hold on for fire. Hold on.
Make a strength. Make an attack roll on the door.
Pause your pony.
Door.
Debating whether I should.
No, my brain went, door had an AC of 30. You missed. Door just burns out of your fucking face.
Terry, have you seen D&D players try to open a door? I've literally seen people spend 3 hours trying to open a door.
Oh my god.
A door that was locked?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Well, okay, not
If
3
it
hours.
wasn't unlocked, that would
Okay,
be
not
pretty
3 hours.
amazing.
More like 10 minutes. But still.
Okay.
10 minutes trying to open a door. And the subsequent fight afterwards, let's just say that the one guy did more damage to himself opening the door than the ghost did.
Ouch.
Alright. How do you want me to check for the napalm? Like, on how many I made or what? Check. Gee. It's been too long since I've done this, I can't remember.
Make, what tools are you proficient with?
Yes. I have brewers, alchemists, cooks, poisoners,
an intelligence check.
and herbalist.
If you're proficient with it, add your proficiency modifier.
Yes, that would be. So it'd be intelligence, you say?
Yeah.
Curse it! Carlos is stupid. We'll use this one today. I'm not gonna use the holy die of nat 20s yet. We'll save that for Valera. And I didn't realize I'm an idiot. Alright, proficiency. What are the proficiency about? 16.
Okay, and you want to do what now?
Make napalm.
How much?
Yes.
Roll a d10.
I'll take cap out of 10. I wouldn't be wanting to make more than 10.
Oh, look at that. They're holding hands.
What? Dos.
There we go.
Hey guys, as you're at the door and getting ready to kick it in, you hear a.
What are you doing in there?
Maybe saying it went boom. If it went boom.
And you can smell burning human hair.
Not again!
And hear that!
Carlos's beard can never stay grown for more than 5 fucking seconds!
You're not going to burn this place down again, are you?
Carlos walks over, opens the door.
And his beard is fine, but from here up to like here,
You did not!
you jerk!
Ingas is going to lean back and go,
You look like a fool! Haha, he attack against him. Make him want to attack against you, sir.
I'm sorry, Terry, I had to.
No, I don't blame you for that. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Sir, that is a 26 to hit that ass. I'm gonna need a con save from you.
why are you fucking me up?
That's a no, sir. You are now paralyzed. So, pretty much, I'm not going to deal with damage to you. I just went out, basically took 2 fingers, literally just like close the distance, pressed into your throat, and you went. Like you can breathe. You're like. Carlos is just. Are you done?
Yes.
It's made that for 6 seconds. 6 seconds after your.
What'd you hit him with? Stunning strike?
Yes, I did. I earned 1 key for that.
I came to tell
I'm not apologizing.
I don't blame you.
I came to tell you that it's time for us to go on the mission.
Okay, I've got done, well, attempting to make napalm. I've got 2. 2 napalms.
If you need, we can stop by the clothing store and get you a cap to cover that.
You hear the pitter patter of feet, and you look down the stairs to see his kid peeking up. Who blew up?
What do you think?
The cat?
No.
I still have hair.
We can fix that.
I'd rather not.
Bear in mind that you are also black all over, so he can't tell if you're not charred.
I mean, to be fair, Carlos mostly wears black, so
I
he's
guess
not really even
a
like.
toddler wouldn't be able to tell me from a piece of burnt toast.
Out cat shaped toast.
I gotta see some new kind of bits, but no, I don't have that wizard. Where are the wizards when you need them?
So, what else happens?
Carlos nods and he goes to follow you.
All right.
Before you exit the building, though, your wife just takes a look at you and goes, "Yeah, that's about what I thought." Your kid, however, stops you. "Here, Daddy, I made you something." She hands you a folded piece of paper.
For heaven's sake, I thought you were gonna say napalm. You're really fucking concerned.
No, it's a folded piece of paper.
Now all of this is burning because of you.
What it depicts is Ved and Ink Eyes on the ground with the anime swirly eyes like they're knocked out. And you, it's very crudely drawn, like obviously from a 5-year-old.
I know.
And you doing a shoryuken on a generic monster. And as you're looking at it, she says, go kick monster butt.
Thank you, dear. In my brain, my mean-riddled brain went, this is like one of my Japanese animes.
Yeah, again, it's very crudely drawn. Those 2 are just on the ground, anime swirly eyes. His tongue is sticking out like,
I am going to take and fold it and put it into my inner jacket pocket. I am keeping that with me.
And I say to you,
I would actually say with that, go ahead and mark that down as an inspiration.
Yay! Holy fuck! This has never happened in my entire fucking life. Mark it down for the presses, bitches. I got 2.
Oh.
I don't know how.
Whatever.
Barry, go back and check the cams.
Probably last time. Again, I forget.
Who's Barry?
The editor.
Apparently Game Grump's editor.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, you head off after that.
And while we're walking, I say to you, unless you need to make any extra stops, we're just going to find Red to get him.
I'm trying to think here. I'm going to make this joke. You haven't made this in a while, and I forgot it existed. As I go to follow you, you are going to see Carlos like settle a little bit for reaching back, pulling out the black cat. Can you not follow me this fucking time?
Saunters back into the bar.
Not having that fucking headache again.
I thought I smelled something fishy.
It smells something fishy. Probably what you had for breakfast.
Alright, Baldy.
Oh, Carlos is visibly hurt.
Canned fish.
Roll a d10 for damage.
Oh, you're giving me fucking.
Oh,
Well, the vicious mockery damage.
7.
7 points of hurt feelings. No, don't mark that down. Don't mark that down. I'm just fucking with you.
I am. I'm marking.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm marking it out of the separate thing. 7.
Hey, if you don't want to be as hurt, we can stop near a clothing store and pick you up a cap.
I've got a better one. The fucking rarely mentioned details of the coat.
A hood.
A hood. But he never fucking uses it because he likes his luscious hair, but now that is currently burnt.
Let's go find our lizard buddy.
Takes you a little bit of time, but you do eventually bump into bed after dropping Blinky off at the dog sitter.
I say to Bed, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
It's a little weird for you, though, Bed, because you've never seen Carlos with his hood up.
Yeah. You called. Get it out of the way now. Pull the hood back.
And from his eyebrows up to here,
You're blinded by
Gone.
the reflection of the sun.
my eyes! It's like King Neptune.
Bold! No, not
It's
really.
like
I haven't
that.
shaved recently.
I'm just like, man.
I don't know why that became a joke, but it becomes a joke. I don't know why.
Stop appeasing him, Perry.
Been playing with fire, have we?
Favorite pastime, people.
It brings back memories of the time he burned down half the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle! Probably should be bringing Napalm back to that jungle, but fuck it!
Remembering that,
Some books are born, made
Says-
to wave the flag.
you guys
Oh,
said,
that red,
I'm
white.
glad you guys found me before you set that jungle ablaze.
Carlos kind of gave that look of Incredible's mean. Just,
You think we'll ever see a dragon again?
yes.
That thing was kind of cool.
Yes.
Which one?
That one that you had met. It was a golden one.
It was a gold dragon, yes.
That golden dragon that we had encountered almost after you had met me.
Yes. There's also the white dragon that me and you encountered. Yeah.
Cheesecake.
Yeah, but he died.
And there's also then the green young dragon that if she's not here for the test,
Would be-
I killed.
Like a dagger through blue cheese. That thing was easy.
I disagree. That was actually a good fight.
Yeah, it's hard to good booze.
It's hard. Oh yeah, dragon heart booze.
I remember that.
I'm gonna bring one bottle of that stuff with me. Actually, you bring one bottle of dragon heart with me.
Probably
Well, actually, I'm moving inventory to this. So actually, I'm gonna
a good idea.
I'm gonna mark down one bottle of dragon heart and like, cause I have a bag of Holden. Hallelujah. I am gonna mark down as well like 6-pack of whiskey.
Okay.
Because I need drinkage.
Well, so you did that, and go ahead and it's the allotted time for you to head through the teleporter.
Alright.
So you're
Bed this time is feeling a bit more ceremony this time. He's not going to do a dodge roll into the teleport.
Well, once we're all there, before we even step in, he guys looks to the two of you and he says, "Almost like old times, huh?"
Yes, but I'm hoping that this would never be a possibility.
It's been less than a year. Don't seem that old.
Shut up, Blizzard.
So through the teleporter you go.
Spin me up, Scotty!
And you pop back out on the other side, and you're greeted by a couple of guards who have on leashes little raptors. Like how they would have guard dogs, and they're not trying to lunge at you or anything, they're just like,
Sir, what is the,
That's new.
what is the CR Raptor?
I don't think I've seen one of those up close before.
They're not high. I'm pretty sure they're one of
You're
the-
related to
no,
them?
I think it's in the monster manual.
I know, I didn't check something else weird.
Actually, you guys did. You got into a fight with someone, that's when you met 8 guys.
That's also what caused Carlos to end up with fucking mayonnaise in his hair.
I remember.
That madness.
How long ago was that in the real world?
Over a year.
Yeah, it's like over a year now.
Actually, it's been a little over a year of me being in this campaign.
Who can say?
And then you're pretty much, I think you're
Okay, now in the monster manual, it's in bolos.
Yeah, I need to see. Right now, what is my thing? Oh, that's not great.
You're looking for wildfire, it's in Tasha's.
No. No, I already found what I needed out of that. Yeah, should be. There can't be in Mordecai in this guy. I had access.
Mustache speaks volumes.
It's only a 1/4.
The 1/4?
Yeah, little velociraptors.
Take them.
Kind of like
No.
little
So,
plumage on them.
as we come through and we see the raptors, Carlos becomes raptor.
What?
Easy, but
He's
Easy,
taken
fellas.
he's taken levels in
I have
Druid.
I have 3 levels in Druid.
Oh my god, you're
wait,
actually...
so you wild shaped into a
I
raptor?
am a raptor.
Yes.
I
Yes.
am the raptor.
Okay, so almost Animorph style. You watch the skin grow scaly, and then some feathers come out, same color as his hair. Snout grows out, and he shrinks down. Tail grows out, and he
Oh,
No.
I didn't know you could do that, Carlos.
it happens like
No,
that.
You know, because I've done it in front of you.
When?
I've turned into like a dog in front of you last session. Last session,
I don't remember that at all.
I turned into a wolf and then summoned a wolf.
I don't remember that at all.
And no, I'm Jurassic Park raptor. I just look at him. I just turn the head.
So what else can you turn into?
Okay. We were told you were coming. Off you go. It's a very weird. It's a weird sight for them. Not so much for the people here because they're used to seeing dinosaurs.
Yes.
Not without one without a leash.
Yes. And one that is also capable of walking upstairs.
As far as anyone knows, you're their pet. As far as they care. But you're eventually step outside into a warm tropical day, and the humidity hits you like a truck.
I like to imagine that anytime Ink Eyes is walking with you guys as a group, you are always doing your shenanigans. Ink Eyes just has this face of like, just
I am surrounded by idiots.
Yes.
I was going to say he's Scar.
Surrounded by idiots.
Yes.
I don't have long in this platform, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure I've got like minutes. I can't do it. I'm only 3rd level.
Do a backflip.
What?
No.
Yeah, I think it's only like
It's equal to something. I gotta check.
I think it's equal to your druid level.
If this is, I'm gonna be real sad.
Monk, you're the... What is fun?
Both wisdom. Heavy wisdom.
Number of hours equal to half my druid level, rounded down, so I have an hour.
1 hour. Then you immediately pop back.
Honestly, we heading straight out the city.
Yes.
Alright.
We have no business here.
I can't speak in character. I'm calm. I'm just following you guys. I just want to know, are you two going straight out?
A couple of little kids walk past and try to pet you.
I let them.
Because again, they're used to domesticated dinosaurs.
Yes.
I don't ship it.
Oh no!
Neither do I.
I don't ship it
You
either.
do have to avoid the giant stomping feet of of a T-Rex guard. Dino Riders.
Curse it.
Splat!
Or they make me do an X save for that will happen.
It's kind of like that trailer for that one game. I forget what it is. I know it's not Ark, but T-Rex.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about under the game, but I know you're talking
I forget its name. I know it's not Ark.
Ah, what you doing, Mr. Volcano?
Wait a minute.
Hello.
I forget. It's some kind of another dinosaur game, but there's apparently dinosaur Nazis in one of them, and one of them, person riding a Tyrannosaurus,
Sounds like Turok.
kicks the T-Rex.
It probably could be Turok.
Sounds
I don't
like
know.
Turok.
Kicks the T-Rex. T-Rex gives a little.
What you doing, Mr. Volcano?
So once you get outside the city, Carlos.
So it takes you a little bit of time having to go through the crowds and all that, but you do eventually. Wait, I think it was that way.
Yeah, we get out of the city. Carlos reverts back. Cricket back.
So what else can you turn into?
Well, man, I'm not gonna get that for another day, so I can use it. Little finger and flick my dick. I turn into a mouse and scurry up your leg.
Get off! Get off!
I scurry up on top of you till I land on your shoulder.
Get off! Get off!
Make it
Hi, I'm Carlos Bass, and this is the Mouse Run.
no, Carlos just perched on your shoulders.
Get off.
He will eat you.
Jumps off, transforms.
You imagine
Jumps off and falls flat on your face on the ground. Just belly flops on the ground.
I'm a monk, okay? I'm pretty sure I could probably jump, do a front flip, and land on my feet.
If you have,
Imagine if
but
I-
normally you would be able to jump a lot higher because you are a monk.
Okay, I don't try to do the flip. I just jump off and bend knees a little bit.
There's little ants down there as you do that. Don't jump! Sets up a camcorder. Okay, now jump!
Mid-air transform to big boot landing right above them.
Damn you, Johnny Big Feet!
Alright.
Oh, that's the movie.
Johnny.
I want cheese.
Yes.
I can also transform into a cat, but not anymore today. That's all I got for the day.
How about you stay silent until we get to where we need to go?
Telling lies.
Ouch. No papa.
So,
Looks like that is trying to
into the jungle as you go. What?
With the way that we had positioned our minions.
He had position.
Yeah, well, us. And it looked like Ved was holding up Pink Eyes' hand as if to, like, eat his hand.
Let me see that. Let me
His
see that.
mouth wide open.
Let me see that. Let me eat it.
Back
Just a taste. Just a taste.
Dyson, Carlos making your stand.
Let me eat it.
Actually, it kind of looks more like Ved wants to go punch. He went, no.
Yes.
Almost. Yeah.
Making your last stand.
Corny.
Yes. Ah! Dude,
God.
don't do that. I'll scratch your fucking thing, man. Don't scratch
Anyway,
it.
I don't give a shit.
into the jungle as you go.
Yes.
And the visibility immediately darkens a little bit because of the canopy
Yes.
blocking out all the sun, but you're also immediately greeted by all the noises of the jungle, all the birds, monkeys, and insects.
The faint sound of Fortune's sun in the background.
In the jungle, the
If you hear
mighty
banjos,
jungle.
run.
If that'd be banjo, the Fortunate Son, I'll take the Fortunate Son over the banjos, please.
I can't help but think of Banjo-Kazooie. Fucking soundtrack for that.
Yeah, no, if you
No, if you hear banjos in the woods, you're either going to have a deliverance or a wrong turn scenario. Either way, not fun.
yeah, either you're going to get countered by Kentucky people who are going to go get the fuck off my lawn, you're going to get countered by moonshine West Virginians who are going to shoot you and then fuck your
Or
corpse.
perhaps elves that are not satisfied with how you burnt down the forest.
No, we don't mean amends. As long as they don't do it again. Stares at my 2 bottles of napalm.
Pretty much.
We
So
have-
you remember from this point it took, if I remember correctly, because it's been like a
3
year,
days.
Yes.
roughly 3 days, yeah. So, off you go.
Yes.
Random encounters?
Hot,
I'm going to find out.
hot, sweaty.
Oh. Love random encounters. They're fun.
Give me a number between. Hold on. Let me do this again.
we each give you a number, or should one of us
Somebody give me a number between 1 and 14.
7. I'll take first one. You guys
Cool.
take it too.
Of course.
Okay, so for the first day, no encounters. Everything seems to be peaceful. Anything that you could possibly encounter either goes around you or you manage to find a way to avoid it.
Alright. Oh god, the problem with having too many dice. I'm missing them.
Said no D&D player ever. Seriously, some of them are like obsessed with dice.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, if I do have that one, it just looks very much like my black one.
It's like some of them are like, why do you have all those dice?
Yes.
For other players. Can I have some? No, it's all mine.
Well, no, I do this because there are times where you're like, yeah, I need it. Someone goes, I just casted a 9th level fireball. Okay, a D8.
Okay, Dan this time for day 2. Give me a number between 1 and 21. What I'm doing is I'm rolling 2 d20s, adding up the number, and that's the max number to count from 1 to 2.
Interesting.
17.
Again, no encounters. Everything
Alright.
seems to be pretty tip-top shape. Except, make a dexterity saving throw,
Some.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that bad.
4.
At one point during the day, everything seems to be going smooth. No, nothing's bothering you. Seems to be a relatively easy trip. Till you feel something wet plop down on the top of your head. A monkey just took a shit on your head.
Casting firebolt at wherever it fucking came
Can
from.
Carlos see where the monkey is at?
Make a perception check.
That's disgusting.
That very much is.
Save the golden stitches for later.
Let me make sure to check that math. No, that math is no longer correct, sir. I'm going to change that later. 22.
As he's looking at his hand going, oh, you hear basically what sounds like, look up and there's a howler monkey up there, essentially laughing at him.
Distance.
It's kind of like, it's at the lower branches, which is about 75 feet up. It's a pretty big tree.
25 feet. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to my question, but I'm going to check it real quick.
The answer is Eldritch Blast.
Do we have a warlock anymore?
Nope.
Oh no.
I press to digitate the filth off. And do I notice this baboon? Or
Make a perception check.
I want to firebolt it.
Yeah, no, that's no good for that matter. So that
Perception is max or mod 20.
Yeah, you also notice that you look up and it's basically down there pointing and laughing at you, howler monkey. Make an attack roll.
You said 75?
Yeah.
Short bow. That's
Come on.
I think that was it.
No, firebolt just whizzes past, maybe cinders a few leaves.
And I rolled a 2.
24.
Roll damage.
What damage the short bow do? Actually, I haven't marked that
I think
yet.
it's 1d6.
1d6.
Yeah.
Alright. 1d6. Can't use monk damage because I don't have that on there yet. I didn't take
Monkey damage.
okay. Be 3 plus that be 8 damage.
That would be enough to actually hit it. It falls, and when it lands, you actually hear the sound of it as its neck breaks.
Monkey for dinner.
No.
I'll eat that. I'll eat that. You got 2 parties against, so it looks like you're cooking it and skinning it on your own.
I'll let him eat it. He'll eat just about anything.
Well, he can eat it, but just you got to do all the work. No, I'm not eating it. I'm skinning it.
He's got up with a dragon to steal its heart.
Dragon's one thing. Dragon's fine dining. Monkey is prisoner food.
Have you had monkey?
Oh my
Do you speak from experience?
Does this
I
come?
imagine at some point Carlos probably had to eat a monkey, but
has Terry?
have I? I mean,
Does Terry speak from experience?
I've bitten myself.
I bet.
That technically counts.
No. Oh shit.
All his monkey friends later are going around doing a roll call, and then there's Chunky. He's dead. He's dead.
He's a bitter one.
Brittle falls again.
All right.
So now you have a monkey.
Yes. A howler monkey.
Oh.
Hey, we're gonna need to eat something while we're out here. We're gonna be burning calories traveling for the jungle.
Well, the cat's got rations, unless he no longer has his rations.
Yes, but
Did the cat not have rations? Did we come into this fight without food?
No, I have to make rations.
Bitchy. Oh, hey, I should know another cantrip. Bitchy. I'm an idiot who hasn't played through it
Yes.
before, so I don't know what my effects point. Yeah.
Wondering if I'll actually carry through playing the rogue, I think, as goes, or if I'll make a wizard.
Your choice.
I always encourage, as I said before, is play every class before you settle on a main.
I like wizard.
Well, you thought you loved Ranger until you tried Wizard, though, did you not?
I still like wizard.
You get to the point that, like, when you first tried Ranger and started getting into it, you're like, this is my new main. And then you tried Wizard, and now that's your new main. That's what I'm saying. Try everything, because right now I still stand by Monk is my main, but, quite frankly, I enjoy the at a Paladin. I'll probably start playing that once in a while, too.
Yeah, personally, my favorite so far has been Warlock and Blood Hunter. Even though Blood Hunter only lasted for like a month.
That I played Paladin. I don't know. I mean, I had a good experience with it, but not like with the
I
how the
would-
RP has to
Anyway.
do with the Paladin.
Yeah.
Well, now that you have a monkey, we'll say that you spend the night and have to. You got to eat something. So
Carlos just,
not only yourself.
that's what I'm saying, just like to do himself.
auto cannibal.
Carlos has gone to forage for berries and
Make an investigation check or nature check. Nature check.
okay. I think I should have
Wouldn't it be survival?
Survival. Yeah.
Okay. I like survival more than nature. I like that. That aids me a lot.
Yes. Well, that's the check typically.
Yeah.
Nature would be determining whether the mushroom you found was deadly poison or scrumptious dinner.
Is it one of those
15.
mushrooms that looks like it's bleeding? Or what was it? 15?
15, sir.
You find a good
A good mushroom, but only one mushroom.
like 8 handfuls of berries that you have to stick into your bag.
Okay.
But you do get a good 8 handfuls of berries. They look pretty edible. You give them a couple of tries. Well, I'm not shitting my brains out yet.
I was going to say, am I
Do you think it would be
I'm
instant?
pretty sure it doesn't. It. Don't think I got anything like that. I don't think Drew gives me anything like that I would like.
I don't think Druid does give you good berry.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, that is a cantrip I take, isn't it?
It's like level 1.
Level 1, yeah.
No, it's a level 1 spell, that's right. I don't think I have it right now. I don't think that's one I equip. No, sure, it's not one I have.
Yeah, but on your first night out, realizing that you might have
I
to
have
be
to have a-
contending for food.
I have to have a long rest set though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying after the
But
first
anyway,
night.
you do get some berries. And so far they seem edible enough.
I'd say, nature check to double check that fact.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, that's good rolls. What is that? I can't read that. That's terrible handwriting. That is a mod 20, sir.
Yeah, they seem edible enough.
Alrighty then. I think Carlos will give out a portion to, a good portion to Inga, a slightly less portion to Bed, since Bed's eating a monkey as well.
Why give him any?
Because,
Because I'm a carnivore.
because
And I
round
need
out
to
your
balance
diet,
out my
sir.
diet. You don't want him to get scurvy.
Yes.
You're a lizard. I don't care what you get.
Why?
He's also going to need more vitamin C than the rest of you because of all the collagen that is required in building scales.
But if he's
Yes.
an obligate carnivore, then why would he need to digest berries?
No.
I'm not saying he's an obligate carnivore.
Well, not even that. Even lizards, they're omnivore because they hunt for
Well,
meat.
okay, I get that, but you didn't say carnivore, so I don't know.
Okay, Steve Irwin.
Because the majority of their diet is meat. They just eat like flowers and berries to kind of round it out.
Choke lizards, they can be roachable.
Okay, so the rest of the night passes without incident. The next day, it's Ink Eye's turn. Give me a number between 1 and 14.
1.
To the child you found.
As you're traversing through the day, no more monkeys are shitting on anybody.
Oh.
However, I do need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh, that's good.
6.
27. God, I forgot how like late game D&D
Ooh.
checks just go
Ooh.
through the roof.
Ooh. 26.
Okay, you two notice that the ground seems a little different than the last time you passed through here. Granted, 7 months is a very long time, but you don't remember the ground seeming so soft in certain places. You don't notice everything seems fine to you until you get your foot stuck in a patch of mud.
Carlos, make a check to see if this is quicksand. He can recognize quicksand.
That'll be a nature check, my boy.
Right about so.
I'm
Where
trying like hell to get it out. Like,
Well, that's
hell
if
is up
it,
with this?
that is if it's quicksand. Could just be.
Oh
regular mud.
no! Well, that's an 8. Ooh. 8. Seems like quicksand. You can try if you want, Ben.
I was just wanting to ask: does this seem like the swamp area that we had passed over?
No.
Okay.
However, with your higher perception check, you do notice that the patch of dirt or mud that he stepped in seems to kind of like slope in slightly.
And where's his foot in regards to?
Almost in the center.
Oh.
And he's now being slowly being pulled down a little bit further.
Hmm.
You can make a strength athletics check to try to get out.
man, I don't know what is up with this.
assisted, he's probably going to go there. And
Go ahead and do it with advantage then.
What check?
Athletics.
Okay.
We don't need to lose ink, guys. Flipping quicksand today.
21.
Okay,
Okay, what?
that's enough for, with a little help from Carlos, to yank your foot out, and as you do, you notice it's not enough to do any damage, but there's what looks like pincers latched onto your foot. And as you pull them out, do you know what an antlion is?
No, I don't, but now I'm concerned.
Look it up.
I do.
What book? Chief.
Look, Google it.
Man, that was close.
But you know what gets me closer?
Oh, that's
God.
nightmarish.
No, 9 Inch Nails. You get me closer.
So let me guess, it's the massive one of those, sir. For reference, boys.
Yes.
The antlion larva, by the way. Yeah, a big one of those, and as you pull them out, it lets go, kind of gives a little, and sinks back down. Carlos is just,
If that didn't stand to checking, I was prepared to cast telekinesis on you, but glad we didn't have to.
and as you look around, especially since you two had to hire you, especially, you notice that there's like pockets of these things about like 5 meters apart from each other, just scattered all over.
Great lady.
Would any of us care for some wings?
As you ask that, you see a tapir walk into one and start to sink down.
A tapir.
It's kind of like a little mini elephant.
Oh yeah.
If Carlos within range, you try and help it out.
No, it's at one of the further ones.
I'm surprised you guys never seen a tape here before. They're really cool.
Would Ved is asking, would you guys like for him to cast fly upon you so that we may fly over these without harassment from the...
It sure would help.
Alright.
Carlos would nod.
Alright. Ved spends a 5th level spell slot to cast fly on everybody. Taps you, taps himself. We all gain flying speed of 60 for 10 minutes.
Whee! And as you're flying over, if you want, Carlos, you can try to save the thing.
I am going to try to save him.
It's going to be a strength. It's going to be a strength check.
So it's not the strongest lad, but that will do, Chief. 21. I will then drop.
But it has some heft.
Yes.
Drop him where it's safe.
It kind of gives them as if to say thanks.
Yep. Tap it up. Hey, wait a second. You know what? It's a criminally underused spell, for me at least, is speak with animals.
Okay.
Try not to walk in any more of those.
Thanks for the warning, pal.
No problem. Anyway,
Wait, how can you fly? You're a hairless monkey. Monkeys can't fly.
sometimes we can. Can you fly away?
And that's the last thing you hear from it. Because you fly out of range.
You have just blown this thing's mind.
Off in space, as the gods are watching, they just see a tiny little speck of the continent just... as its mind just...
We're in there somewhere.
This would be enough, actually, to get you almost to the clearing where that village was.
Oh, what is this? Danger. I'm looking at things. Looking for things.
Yes. He has found the spells in Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Yes, I have.
You never noticed those before.
Okay, so
That's the main reason I have it.
Well, no, it's a matter of I only had 2 cantrips, so I knew which 2 I wanted to take, and now I didn't realize my subclass gave me another one. So now I can actually have another free need. I want to see what this one got to offer.
Anyway, as you guys, once the fly wears off, you do eventually approach the clearing where the village was. If you guys want to give another perception check just to look around.
I thought they said this was
17.
quartered off.
Okay.
With it?
Perception.
18.
24.
Okay. That's enough for you to notice that everything looks like it's kind of been like torn down, maybe moved. And at the cave where, its lair was, seems like it's been walled shut.
Walled shut, you say?
I wonder if they're trying to keep something in.
With
Keep us out.
with a couple of people just standing there and they're like, "Oi! You lot!"
Yes, we lot. Well, there's only 3 of us, so we're not that many.
What do you want?
I'm gonna ask you that. Who are you?
We're adventurers.
I'm Ved.
That's supposed to mean something.
Yes.
You actually do recognize, taking a closer look as you guys approach, you do see kind of like a sigil that you saw in the in the guild headquarters where you were just recently. So, pretty familiar. These guys obviously work for them.
Mm-hmm.
Your name's supposed to mean something to us, Lizard?
Maybe not my name, but perhaps the actions of us. Yes. The thing inside here is, well, encased in crystal because of us.
Yeah, wait. Because of you.
Yes.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage because you are telling the truth.
Yes, and yes.
This, the events of encasing this creature in diamond, it happened about a year ago in game.
About 7 months, yeah.
7 months ago. Okay.
Well, 25.
They just kind of look at each other, look back at you. Seriously.
Seriously. Also,
Can you two vouch for that?
Several months ago, all 3 of us were here to deal with this thing.
With
We
an
saved
extra.
this place.
Also, what was the wizard's name? He said that this place would be cordoned off.
Eliaster, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ilias just said
Wait,
this
are you
place
saying
was
that in
cordoned.
character?
Yes.
They're
That's
like,
what-
wait a minute.
The boss.
How do you know our boss?
We walk for him. Walk for him, I guess.
Prove it.
Recent change of employment.
I have very close ties to Ilias and the foundation that you work for.
Do you have proof?
You have a badge. You have...
What? Do you have
Just a quick recon, we'll say he would have given you a little
Insignia thing. Very important person.
Why didn't you start with that? So, never mind. So what exactly brings you down here?
I would like to finish what I started here.
It's a case of crystal, son, and it ain't going nowhere.
Yes, but I would like to make it dust, if I may.
Are you sure that's such a good idea?
Yes, I'll turn
You
it to
know how
stone
these things
first.
work, right?
I'll make it completely, completely rocks before I do.
Well, you'll understand if we escort you down there.
Sure.
Looks to his buddy. His buddy's like, fine. Turns around and gives a little touches a few certain spots on the wall, and the wall just kind of retracts open. And you're immediately met by the musty smell of the cave.
A familiar smell, this one.
Yes, still smells like troglodytes and
Yes.
fish people.
Sir,
There were a lot of them whenever we were here.
question for you.
I might have a very important answer.
It's your boy. HP back at it again.
Would you say
Chivalry.
that pebbles are the secret weapon?
I mean, they only do like one damage,
I'm a
but yeah.
chivalry.
Okay.
Teach a girl.
I'm taking magic instead of the cantrip.
Okay.
I'm a
I
chivalry.
pick up a pebble, infuse it with magic, give it a range of 60 feet. I can now chuck it. It's based on its 1d6, but if it counts this weapon, the power of the monk.
I mean,
I can now chuck it and deal monk damage with it.
I've seen pebbles kill a giraffe, so
Yeah. I can literally pick up a pebble and it'll have the same impact.
I wish I were kidding about that.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. is
I
the
can
thing.
chuck pebbles now and it'll
Throw a
hit.
pebble into a giraffe's mouth, cast an large on it, head goes boom.
Yeah, no, I can literally just chuck the pebble and it'll almost deal as much damage as my fist would.
Anyway, so yeah, the guard starts to lead you down. We didn't get. Well, we got the lizard's name, but didn't get your names.
I'm in, guys, and this is my good companion, Carlos.
Oh, good companion.
It's also very dark down here. Or is it not? Did they like it down here?
There's a couple of like wall sconces that have been added in with. Yes, Mr. Motorcycle. With
Continual
some
flames.
torches, yeah. And he reaches into his pouch, pulls out a small blue stone that gives off a bit of a brilliant blue light. He's kind of using it as like a flashlight.
Die.
Well, you guys, Carlos, Ved, welcome to the club.
Thanks. Welcome to the jungle.
It is not fucking games. And he pulls down kind of like the collar of his outfit and shows you a massive ring of mosquito bites. It's not fun in games. Okay? I just got treated for malaria.
Ooh.
I can't get that.
Lucky you.
And I move over to the opposite side of where he is.
Slowly sliding away.
Yeah, just,
Obviously a mosquito magnet. Obviously.
oh, God. I might be closely related to cats.
What?
I don't eat bugs.
Yeah, you have a character arc and make this guy live in hell.
I have infestation.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm not doing that.
If you were an evil character, that would be the appropriate thing.
Yeah, I am not though. Yeah, infestation is just a horde of fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes swarm the target,
It turns him into Pigpen from the Peanuts.
and they just for like a solid 6 seconds. They just have mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas going to town on them,
He guys lacks empathy.
and they
As
take
far as he's concerned, he knows we can take these guys.
and it deals like 3d10 damage.
And you're led down the winding path. Eventually, to the lake, still pink crystal, the aboleth, and the troglodyte still frozen in crystal.
Carlos is tempted to go over and smash the troglodyte's head. Just
We
to
did
put
take a save all the crystal and study it, and clearly it's not natural forming. You did say somebody. No, wait.
I
No,
didn't.
Rewind that. Clearly it's not. Doesn't seem to have formed naturally.
Yes, this was the devising of a fourth member of our party, as it were, who is, let's say, no longer with us.
Sucks to hear.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you planning to do with this thing?
What?
Because I'm pretty sure at this point it will welcome death.
This side is just
The
horrifying.
idea was not to kill it.
Very faintly, you hear the troglodyte though go.
The idea with these aboleths is the fact that they can somehow come back.
They're reborn on the elemental plane of water, and they're able to point shit back to this world through the water.
Yes. And so, just to ensure that it doesn't ever do that, I'd like to turn it into dust and scatter it across the world. So that even if somebody wanted to bring it back, they could. Because they'd be in tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. Unassemblable.
You'll have to probably do that.
You've thought long and hard about this, haven't you, lizard boy?
Spread it around like sand.
Don't you say a
Sand is-
word.
No, sand.
I commend you for your wisdom, but that's very
You've
smart.
thought long and hard about this, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Chagall, the aboleth,
Oh, so that's his name.
yes, enslaved my entire village. There was a village here. I was among them.
Among us.
Among Us!
I would prefer that this thing be no one's problem ever again.
Well, technically, it's no one's problem right now, but do what you want.
Yes, but what if someone were to figure out how to melt these crystals or whatever?
Well, they'd have to be pretty damn smart.
These two.
Yes. Yes.
One of these.
Well, anyway. Ved would like to cast a spell.
Disintegrate, I'm guessing?
No. First spell is going to be Flesh to Stone. You can cast it within 60 feet. Target that you can see.
Yeah.
And cast Flesh to Stone on Chagall.
No save, he's crystal.
I mean, it would take a con save, but...
He's crystal.
Well, he's encased in crystal.
So, save automatically fails.
Alright, so before your eyes, Ved makes some incantations and some hand gestures you guys have never seen before because he's never cast the spell before in front of you. And you see through this clear pink crystal, like, him turning, like, gray in the span of, like, a minute. It takes about a minute to happen. And at the very end of that minute, you can almost see, like, a little bit of a shine come over as the stoning, the petrification becomes essentially permanent. And then, Ved, casts Disintegrate at the whole the configuration of the
beam hits the crystal.
yes.
Crystal falls away, and all that's left is statue.
Yes. Okay.
So you got rid of the crystal layer first.
Yes.
Crystal layer faded away first, so you'd have to do it again.
Yes. Well, Ved is out of those levels of spells right now. So he's kind of sitting there like,
Well,
Okay.
you gonna get a hammer? No need. Our life was made for this.
well,
Carlos is going down.
So, when are you going to turn it into dust?
Carlos is going to walk up. Bonus action, magic stone. You see Carlos walk up. He scoops up 3 pebbles.
I'm going to break this rock with a smaller rock.
I'm now making 2 attacks against it, both of which are going to be effectively monk attacks.
They'll be automatic hits.
Yeah, so may roll for damage to see how much I just impacted this thing. I need.
Kind of over the top.
Yes.
Well, I'm doing it so I don't have to go into the water. Carlos still going to walk into the water.
Well, there's no water.
Yeah, it's all crystal.
Remember?
Oh, true. And I'll still just kind of show off that Carlos can now turn rocks into gold.
I turned this rock into a 50 caliber sniper rifle. I don't have a D20 gun, darn it. I need a D6. I don't have D8 yet. One more.
One more John. One more
Three. B3 plus that, so 11, and then math in my head. 24 damage of both of them.
He flicks a couple of pebbles, and you hear them impact. Maybe taking off a couple tiny little chunks, but certainly nowhere near enough to completely shatter it.
Okay, I'm about to bring up the big guns. Going up.
Stop, Carlos. I'm just going to save us all some time. And I cast Shatter.
Ooh!
Yes. See, if you weren't so gung-ho, we would have gotten to this point.
Carlos is very
You
good.
cast your spell, and the shatter is the sound wave, I believe,
Yes.
and it goes streaking over towards the aboleth statue. It's an end. It doesn't crumble completely to dust. It just kind of like falls apart. So there are still chunks, like you can still make out like the mouth, a fin, that sort of thing. Someone keeps going. Troglodyte is completely shattered.
How about Troglodyte? Well, it wasn't even turned to stone, so that thing just got shattered into fleshy bits.
Oh, and now it can finally start to rot.
Yeah.
Oh, poor boy, I feel bad for him.
He's like, thank you.
Uh,
I have no mouth, and I must scream.
yeah, no kidding.
Bed's going to start picking up the rocks.
To break off the last couple chunks, Carlos is going to go over there and just, I'm a deck him in the schnoz.
I call this punch. the
Insofar
jackhammer.
as a lamprey has a schnoz.
So,
Giant fucking lamprey with tentacles.
shit. Gauntlets aren't going to do anything, and necrotic damage, that won't do anything to it.
Yes, it is stone.
Yep, so, just nail it with the 1, 2, 3, 4 combo.
And I'll take a reaction from it.
What? Open hand. Open hand thing. Remember, anytime I nail the flurry of blows, I can technically say that thing lost reaction.
What reaction?
Exactly my point.
It's dead, Jim.
Oh wow, that was a great and terrible roll simultaneously. Got 2 mins in the 2.
Let's just say over the course of the next 5 minutes, we're able to pulverize the rest of it into stony dust.
One point Carlos just breaks his hand. Wait, oh yeah, pretty much I have a way to literally just go, snap of the fingers, healed. Power of the monk and the druid combined, I am the healed. I am the medic.
So Ved using his essentially bag of colding as a means of stuffing these rocky remains of Chigurl, and with the dust that is kind of left over, he doesn't have like a broom or a dustpan. He does have the cantrip gust though, to basically use the wind to blow it into his bag.
That works.
If I may. Are you about to say we're about to walk a very rocky road?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And while these two are doing what they're doing, I pull over, those guards, and I say to them,
Well, only one went down with you. The other one stayed
okay,
up top. The other one stayed topside.
then I pull aside that guard and I say, this big creature is one of the first big creatures that we have defeated since I remember joining up with this group. We had a great wizard at one point with us who had created this elaborate potion to turn this lake into crystal. You see that troglodyte down there? There was a lot more of them whenever we first got here.
Yeah, I imagine. You think they keep a lot of troglodyte goons. Or at least this one did. From what I gathered, this is one of the last ones left on, at least as far as anybody knows. You talked about this wizard in the Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. You said she's no longer with you. It's okay if I ask. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but it's okay if I ask, how did you lose her? Him. Whoever it was.
She was essentially possessed by a very powerful item. Lost to its influence, we had no choice but to deal with it ourselves, lest this world fall to this corruption.
That's bad.
Very bad. And if I'm being truthful with you, it's not entirely gone. That's partly why we're here.
What do you mean, not entirely gone?
She's a very powerful being, brought back by what I personally believe to be the workings of Orbis.
You immediately see his eyes turn to saucers. And he says, what? What? Hold
Did
on.
we all hear this?
Yeah. So, hold on. Back up. So, I'm going to presume then that she had the wand?
That she did.
How the fuck did that happen?
You're a necromancer!
I wasn't there at the point that she had gotten it, but as far as I'm aware, that is...
He immediately turns to you two. Okay, explain that.
Carlos gestures to bed.
Explain that.
I don't have to. In fact, I would rather you had not mentioned it at all, Ink Eyes. I didn't say anything more, Valera, because I didn't want to.
Fair enough.
I get that you are soured by her passing. But I remember the good that she's done.
Yes.
And who cares who else knows? We're on our way to stop this thing. Put it down once and for all.
Yes, but it's all the way on the other side of the continent. So.
Exactly.
Why did these guys need to know?
They didn't. Passing
I was
time.
only curious, that's all. I was only curious about this, and then that got brought up, and... Well, then again, I did also ask, but I also gave him the option of not answering.
Yes. And I put a hand on this guard's shoulder. I'm like, you're not going to kill me for telling this information to you, are you?
Why would I?
And I look at that. My point exactly.
My brain.
Honestly, this is just something that I can take back to the guild when my shift here is done, and we can do more research on it.
My first thought, when you put your hand on my shoulder, my brain just went immediately to just, no Russian.
Oh, God. I'm not that
Good. That's one less loose end.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He knows too much. Cat claw. Cat claw across the throat.
No, Carlos just teleports behind him.
Fleshy, just...
Pass without trace!
Actually, that's something I can take into consideration.
What? Slip the right through the pack walls?
Yeah, if Ed wants to complain about it more, I'll just threaten, I guess.
We're joking, he's taking this seriously. Oh, God.
Something to consider.
Anyway, he goes on.
Tiger snapper right
So-
there. I realized I did that after the fact.
Have you guys considered how you'd be getting to the other side of the continent? I might be able to put in a word with someone and arrange some kind of transport.
Well, we would go...
Didn't we already arrange that, yes, we were going to be heading down there, but also from down there, we were going to need to teleport to a city on the other side.
Oh, yeah,
of the
that's
continent.
right. It's been
We arranged
Well,
this.
okay, thank you for reminding me, but this guy doesn't know that.
Yes. Okay. So, that is what... Ved divulges that.
Oh. Never mind then.
Unless you can get us closer than that town. If you can somehow get us closer to that town by teleportation than our current method, that would be appreciated.
I think that might be the closest you're going to get before you have to go on foot.
Yes. Yeah.
If I'm on foot, I want to say it's... Remind me, how long did I say it was going to be again? A week?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
This is what happens when you don't play for a month.
Mm-hmm. You should have let your car fall apart, Kenny.
It's not my fault some jackcat ran into it in the middle of the night.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, the front of the hood is all dented in.
Oh, fuck.
That's disgusting.
Sorry to hear, bud.
I mean, it still runs, but still.
I also say to the guard, and don't get the wrong idea. This wizard, if it weren't for that wand of Orcus, we wouldn't have to be here. She's not who she wasn't who she is now. She was much better.
I'm considering what she did to this thing. I'm tempted to believe it. Anyway, I need to get back to my post, and all I can do from this point on is wish you boys good luck.
A Merry Christmas.
Probably won't have this push for very long with that thing rubble.
Yeah, we'll have to put in the word to the boss. Let him know, hey, it's dead.
Ved takes one of the rocks out of the bag and just kind of throws it at the wall, kind of like as a way to leave at least the fact that there was a piece of it here.
Here's your gun.
As it hits the wall against and he comes back to life.
And
It
I
would just
say
be
to
a
the guard,
bleeding chunk of flesh.
And I hope someone else can come along and tell you a more interesting story than this.
I don't know how you get more interesting than, hey, I turned an aboleth to crystal.
And now stone.
And then I turned it to stone. And then it got turned to dust.
And then we
I mean-
stoned it to death.
Unless they somehow managed to kill a god, but got that.
That's next week.
I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to take you folks back up, stop, and leave you to your own devices.
So we head back up.
Yeah, he leads you back up. All right, off you go, boys. Good luck. Goes over and starts whispering talking to his buddy.
Oh yeah,
Dude, do you hear
deep
that?
shit.
They gotta be on some whacked out shit, man. They actually believe it. They actually believe they killed an aboleth.
They actually believe.
They got the good shit, man. We need to talk to their dealer.
But then they turned him into a rock.
Anyway, we'll say for the sake of brevity, the 3 days headed back is uneventful. You managed to avoid the lion pits again.
I would like to add in a detail as we fly over those. Ved drops a rock into one of the vats of sand.
The way that the sand is positioned, it just slowly starts to sink.
Yes.
I will say, okay, good.
He's doing his best to scatter the pieces of Jiggirl.
I will
He's
say,
doing a good job.
some point during travel, during like the rest and all that, Carlos is going to kind of just at one point to show that, hey, Lana, guess what I can do now? Shape water.
Interesting. How did you learn such a trick?
The power of nature.
I was half expecting I learned it from watching you.
Yes.
That would be fair, but I didn't think about it. Not nature.
I learned it from watching you!
You notice that most of the spells that Ved has been taking are spells that we end up encountering.
Carlos is more or less just doing it. He's kind of just fucking bored and cycling through learning. He's sampling druid spells to kind of like see what he likes and what he doesn't.
Yes.
Like Thornwind, he didn't like it. Stop taking it.
He picked up flesh to stone from the petrification ray from the holder.
Yeah. The only spell that so far has remained consistent for cantrip wise has been druid crap. That's a good fucking measure. Stop looking. Stop looking. Let her look at you. No.
Making them uncomfortable.
Stop staring at me.
Alright, so
It's really hard.
after that, make it back to town and are able to arrange some transportation to that town, Shinrin it was called.
Mhm.
I don't believe I've been there before.
Nope, this is going to be a new place.
Yeah, I don't
So
think
I'm
we
having
any
to
of
make
us
this
have
place
been
up off the top
there.
of my head.
Excuse me. I don't think any of us have been there.
But it's going to be a couple of days before it's all ready.
Mm.
Ved would like to.
Ved would like to find a kid to offer a rock to and say, "This can be your pet rock."
Make a persuasion check.
He's not gonna sell them a pet rock.
You're
He's
going,
just gonna give it to them.
gee, you sure are going through great lengths to spread these out.
Yes.
Well, he's in by 3.
Look, if somebody wanted,
Also, Dan, real quick,
yes.
for that idea, give yourself an inspiration.
Thank you.
Dude, this is like the origin story. When I was young, a sorcerer in my town gave me a rock. And later I found that rock went to something very, very important.
Oh no!
None of the
Exodia!
Nat 20.
Oh, what a waste
What
of that.
piece do you give the kid?
I give it. Well, See, we kind of broke these up.
You know what? Don't
Can't recognize it.
Don't bother that. He's like, I don't know how I can be a pet, but thanks, lizard.
Take
Oh,
very
Thanks,
good
Mr.
care.
Lizard.
Take
Origin
very good
stories.
care of it.
Origin stories, I'm telling you.
I got this from a lizard. He said it was from something very important. I need to find all the other pieces and put it back together.
I don't
name it Exodia!
He does not say it was something from something important. He says it's a pet rock.
You have to go and snitch.
It's a pet rock. It means absolutely nothing. And it came from
I would,
nowhere.
you get a chance to snag it off eBay or something like that, buy them, but that's just one of the
The lady doth protest. The
They're
lizard
for magic,
doth
they're
protest too
sit-downs.
much, methinks.
They're D20s, but they're numbered numerically. They're great. I fucking great for my DM because I'm DMing because it's just like,
Oh no, they've got this many things to do.
Yeah. She says track your numbers.
Yeah.
instead of trying to get
Tropicals.
Anyway, is there anything else you guys want to do in the next couple of days?
Find a magic shop.
I'm regain my spell slots.
Carlos would join on that.
Oh, yeah.
page.
Ved would probably, since he doesn't expect
Okay,
a whole lot to be happening.
Why don't you, Carlos and you guys then, you can either make separate investigation checks or one of you can do it with advantage. Unless you're looking at separate parts of town.
I would say we're working together, but I would say do separate on the grounds of Carlos has redonkulous perception on his own. He
Then
had
I'll
a
just
plus
help
10.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah, because
Okay.
especially since you guys would be in a mostly different city. You know, we've not spent a whole lot of time here.
Oh, definitely stick together.
Yeah, people would be tending to stick together.
Good thing you helped me, sir, because that one kind of screwed me almost. 22.
Okay, it takes you a little bit, but you do eventually find a magic shop.
They're given bags of holding the way.
hot cake sale.
Not without a nat 20.
No, not that lucky.
It's called Cacamax Peculiar Parcels.
The Chakamax?
That's a mouthful of a name. I think we should check it out.
I agree.
Let's go in.
And you walk through the door, and the first thing that catches your eye is all the tiny little knickknacks and potions and various other things lining the walls, and shelves.
And the beholders, and the clerk's a beholder.
And as I'm looking around, I say to Carlos, if it's one thing I know about intelligent shopkeepers, that they sure do love big words.
Also, you notice, it's very peculiar. On the outside, it looked like it was just a little one-story building, but as you step inside, it's bigger on the inside. It's 3 stories high.
You're right.
And you hear a voice from up top. Someone down there? No!
Yes.
I'll be right there. Give me a second. And essentially, riding down like a little rope elevator is this sort of older human, maybe 40, late 40s, early to mid 50s. Kind of like bronze skin, hair is kind of like naturally bald, unlike yours, which after a few days, it's slowly starting to grow back.
Artificially bald.
Carlos really wishes he had a spell that was just like hair beam on.
Wearing very much like the normal outfit of people, which is very like silk cloth sort of outfit, shirt, pants.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
As he drops down, howdy, little boys, what can I do for you?
What is your most expensive item?
Oh, get right to the point. I like it.
Carlos just gives this look of,
Trust me.
But I don't like to do transactions without knowing names. Name's Patrimac. You can just call me Pac.
My name is Inkeyes, and this is my friend Carlos Batts. You might have heard of us.
Guess I have.
Well, you better remember.
what the man who's gonna kill you.
No.
Well then.
We've slain an aboleth, 2 beholders. Won't specify which one was living, which one wasn't. And we're on our way to 3 dragons.
2 dragons.
2 dragons, 2 beholders, and aboleth. We've saved many lives. Remember
you boys
us.
get around.
We got body counts.
I'll be sure to keep the names in mind. I never forget stories like that. You're looking for the most expensive things, I hear.
Carlos would also remember an angel spires having defeated a T-Rex.
Yeah,
Carlos is going to mention the T-Rex that he's slain.
I'm trying to help people of this continent know our damn names because I feel like we aren't getting recognized.
Carlos is not
Yes,
about
we are.
for the glory. Carlos is, but Carlos on the thing of if you.
Oh, it's not for glory. Ink Guy simply feeds off
I know.
people giving him compliments and worshiping him.
But Carlos on the thing of if you want to do this, sure. If you don't want to remain good secrets, sure. Carlos does not care. He doesn't care if he gets recognized or not.
Ink Guy's
Anyway, you said you're looking for the most expensive things, alright?
That's right.
Alright, let me see here. He goes over to one wall. Nope, not here. I have to go up top for a minute. Give me a second. Rides this little elevator up.
Here, rogue snap.
And he's up there for a few minutes.
Does
Need
this
to-
look like peach tea?
No, it looks
That
like
what it
dishwater.
tastes like?
It looks like dishwater.
It looks like watered down like grape Kool-Aid. I mean,
It's not that far off.
what are you saying about peach tea there, sir?
It kind of looks like peach tea.
I
No.
can't.
It's like dark like tea, and then
Yeah.
but it has a little bit of an apricot.
Dan, help me. I can't get the song Starfuckers out of my head.
What?
The guitar riff is so amazing.
Oh, from what?
Starfuckers Incorporated by Nine Inch Nails.
I don't know that one.
Oh, Starfuckers, not Star Fox. I was thinking the Star Fox theme. I was like, okay, how does that go again?
I'm gonna level with the Chiefs. I don't know Nine Inch Nails.
I sold my soul. Don't you call me a whore.
Alright, so he comes down with three things right now. The first is a long sword. Kind of the blade is kind of like a little more darker gray than most blades, and the handle is very black and it's adorned with skulls. Drops down to a table. The next thing he drops on a table is
Oh god.
a small ring. Kind of has like a cloudy design with a blue gem in it. And the third thing he drops is a long rod adorned with different buttons, and the ends are kind of like bulbed out and ended points. Alright, so what we have here is we have the Rod of Lordly Might, we have the Ring of Genie Summoning.
Okay, I know that one.
Jesus Christ.
He asked for the most expensive things.
The sword. Can the sword cost my eye?
And for the sword, now these are the three most expensive things that I have right now, boys. So, at this point, take it or leave it. It's called the Non-Live Stealer.
What can you tell me about
Oh, yes.
it? Tell me everything you know, Sean.
Carlos does not know.
The Non-Live Stealer, you know how sometimes when you hit things with a sword, it might still be alive afterwards? Yeah, this sword makes it so that that's not the case. Basically, you hit them, dead. It only has it only has 9 charges, so make sure you do it. Make sure you use it wisely, otherwise it just becomes a normal sword.
So you're telling me I can go up to a super powerful being, hit him with a sword, expend that charge, and they're dead.
Well, it loses charge, yeah.
Think what I'm thinking.
Yes. Kill things.
But it does need to. But it still needs to be at a certain threshold.
Okay, so it's not.
If it's in like perfect health, like you boys are, it's not going to work. But if you're like, really on your last legs and, well, not exactly really on your last leg, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you're even a little hurt, yeah.
Okay, so it's not going to work. Then we're not going to be able to cinch it that easily.
And I remind Carlos why that wouldn't work with the Lich.
Yeah. Well, Carl, that's still okay. So you still put the lich down. You have to come back. It's still a time where you've got time to look for the phylactery. Okay, so Carlos is going. If we can just nail her fast to where we don't have to risk our own hides, and then just look for the phylactery, that makes our lives monumentally easier.
I already knew this.
Then we got the Ring of Genie Summoning here, which does exactly what it says. Although the genie only stays around for about an hour or until, for whatever reason, it ends up dead. And you have to wait 24 hours before you can bring out another one.
What do I know about genies?
Make a history check.
May I make one as well?
Yeah.
6. I ain't know shit.
I did something at least.
They got blue skin.
I got blue skin. I got 18 on that shirt.
They're essentially magical air elementals that can grant wishes, but they can also act of their own free will. Normally, they're bound to some kind of a item like like a lamp or something like that,
Or ring.
lamp, ring, what have you.
He guys hears the word wishes and his hunger goes up.
And the last thing that we have here is the Rod of Lordly Might. It's got six buttons on it. Now let me tell you what they each do. And it goes through each of the different buttons. This one, if you've ever heard of a sword called Flame Tongue, this basically turns it into that. Turns it into a fiery sword.
Carlos knows that one because Fetch has it.
This button here turns it into a double-headed axe.
A weapon of all
This
kinds.
button turns it into a spear. Careful, don't poke it at anyone you don't want to stab. Or do that. This one turns it into a 50-foot pole, so you can use it to climb things or other things. It can hold up to 4,000 pounds. So, do you have a question?
No, I'm trying to get him to shut.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You could poke the Grinch with it.
this one turns it into a battering ram.
What?
Use it to break. Use it to break down. Oh God! Use it to break down doors.
God.
Sounds like a weapon of all
And this
trades.
button essentially turns it into a compass. It tells you which way is north.
That's not too good.
However, there are a few other things that it can do. If you hit something with it, then you can regain a little bit of your life essence back. While taking away theirs, you could paralyze them, and so they just got hit with something paralyzes them.
Yeah.
Or make them so deathly terrified of you that they run away for about the next maybe I don't know a minute, long enough for you to chase them down, lay them smack down.
Sounds like a good weapon of trade, I think, with mine and yours current equipment.
How much is that ring going for?
As if having a ring of wishes and 2 left in the deck of many things wasn't enough.
All I can think right now is when he thinks about pole vault, what the Carlos use the pole vault into the air, transforms it mid-fall into the axe, and
At
just
this
burns
point,
it down.
yeah. Carlos can literally blow up next to Ink Eyes. Ink Eyes would not care.
I know, you got wishes.
He's got wishes.
At this point, Electrum is no longer your obsession. It is wishes.
Ink Eyes is
For the ring, that'll be about 50,001. That'll be 51,000.
Do you take electric?
Carlos just depends. You have the electrum to spare.
I do.
That would be 100,000 electrum.
That'll be 100,000 electrum then.
No, but I have,
102,000.
I have 45,576 gold and 28,105 electric.
Dropped away.
So that would, 28,000? Holy shit.
He's got gold for days. He's actually got more gold than Carlos
Well,
has
I
right
have
now.
45,000 gold. I only have 28,000.
Where did we acquire all this money?
Because this one hoards like a rat. You spent all your money on just converting it into Electrum.
Essentially.
What he
I
said.
invested in electrum.
And then it skyrocketed like Bitcoin.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly right. Oh yeah, because electrum became rare because I took it all from the banks.
Oh, you
You're that asshole.
you pulled a fable. You pulled fable.
I made it rare, so whatever I had went up in price.
You cornered the market.
Alright, so is that what we're going for?
Guys.
Yes.
First
What?
of all, you're insane. Your character's insane, and second of all, you're insane, DM,
For allowing it?
for laying this upon the table.
Sure,
On the
I'm going to burn you
proverbial
guys for
table.
having
So
that.
it's
Hey, they were options and he chose options.
51,000, right?
You let them
Yeah.
be options.
51,000.
That'll be 102,000 electrum.
We're not talking puts or calls or
Right,
spreads.
so I'm taking all the gold out, and that would leave me with 5,424 gold left to pay. Then with Electrum, that would be double that.
Yes.
So then I would pay 10,848 Electrum. 28. 5.
This guy's gonna be able to retire.
So now I'm left with 17,257 Electrum.
And you now have a ring of genie summoning, which does require attunement.
Fuck.
Wah, wah.
I'm sure I can spare it.
Basically, all these things require attunement.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's kind of a
That powerful.
yeah.
All 3 of my attunement slots are taken up, but I forget by what.
So
Vorpal, Ring of Three Wishes.
Ring of 3 Wishes doesn't require attunement.
Doesn't it?
No.
Oh, it does.
No, it didn't.
Okay. I know Vorpal's chewing one. Your armor's probably chewing another.
Just Dwarven Armor.
Yeah, Dwarven armor chews up one. Yeah, because it can stop you from being pushed back. That's like its whole thing. That it can stop you from getting pushed around. What else do you have, sir? You got something chewing it.
I have Breach of Shielding. Resistance to force damage and immune.
You got a
to
shield.
magic
That'll do it.
The shield, yeah.
yeah, the brooch of
Oh
shielding.
yeah, I'm immune to magic missile.
Yes.
Permanently.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh. My girl's
So someone's gonna have to go then if you want to wear it.
I'll just have it for now.
Or you can hand it off to a party member.
Fuck you. Well, maybe.
Carlos would not want it.
You know,
All right, so
Carlos is already.
So what's it called?
Ring of Genie Summoning. Genie spelled D-J-I-N-N-I.
Wait a second, I'll get my book out and you can jot down its effects. That way you keep yours for.
How do you spell genie again?
D-J-I-N-N-I.
Yes. Because it is the proper like
The
Roman-
proper Arabic spelling.
Yes, the
Oh.
proper.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it until I played this game. Truth be told, I learned that in British.
Ring of Genie Summoning.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually got that. I got that session 1 of my.
The first thing he says when he comes out. All right, what do you want?
You know, tuned
First thing the genie says when he comes out. What do you want?
He's here?
No,
Oh god, I was gonna say, I just want this.
Yeah. Suppose.
it's a hypothetical thing.
right there.
You know, he doesn't come out like Robin Williams with a song and dance number straight out of Vegas.
Actually, let me
Hold on.
I can.
I got you. Not that big of a deal. God. God fucking damn it.
I'm such an idiot.
Can't believe it. I'm actually losing to a rock. Still one of the most underrated scenes of that movie. Losing a chess match to a darn rug.
Hey, don't test the carpet. He stays there bacon more times than you can count.
One of the literally during that whole scene when like he takes the queen, he just goes to the side and just goes, I can't believe it. I'm actually losing to a rug.
Yeah, I know.
Love it.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time
I
though.
haven't either. Actually, no, I just saw it a couple months ago with my sister because she had her on background. I haven't seen the new one yet. I don't want to.
Honestly, the last time I
It
did
doesn't say anything
anything.
about wishes.
Huh?
Doesn't say
Well,
anything.
no, but Genie can grant wishes.
Yes. Genie is capable of casting wish.
So with some of the
Oh my
Genie,
God.
who by then you would get like a certain amount of wishes.
Yes.
I think it's like 1 or 3. I'll have to look it up again later.
Yes.
Holy cow, and it stays for up to an hour, dude.
Or until it dies, but then either way you gotta wait 24 hours for it to come back.
That's like unlimited wishes.
Yeah, but the genie would be casting wish, so like it could lose its ability to cast.
Really?
Maybe.
Yeah, but who's to say it's the same Genie every time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are you in about now?
I wish for this ring to conjure
I'm
up a
gonna keep
different
it.
genie.
I'm gonna
each
keep it a
time.
buck with you, Chief. I didn't think about that. My
What?
Sunday campaign, first session I was in, I got my hands on one through random loot drop. And I handed it
So-
off to a party member because I didn't realize how good it was. That's why I'm going, oh.
Hey, the genie
Anyway,
could
how's the
demand
other side?
something
What do
from
you
you
want?
for the wishes. So
Carlos doesn't want anything. Carlos is the broke guys.
Alright,
you
well,
set me free before I grant you wishes.
is there anything else that old
Runs
Pack can
away.
do for you boys?
I thank you for your what do you call it when a host is nice?
Hospitality.
I thank you for your hospitality, shopkeep. But I think that is all the shopping.
I thank you for your patronage.
Xenia.
And then I make my way out and I try to find bed.
Ved, what are you up to?
Well, Ved,
Besides handing out pet rocks to kids.
not plural. I don't think he wants to be giving out rocks just about everywhere.
Did the kids all beat him?
He might be. That might happen on like one of the first days that we get back. So he hands off a rock to somebody. He might.
Becomes a family heirloom.
No.
No, that felt like you give it to the kid. Rock becomes a family heirloom
I
for
want to hear Dan talk. Shut up.
Sorry.
He'd probably be just hanging out somewhere. What is there to do in this town?
You have the baby dinosaur petting zoo. You have the dinosaur races.
Carlos is going to the dinosaur races.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So, you know how lizards eat rocks?
Gastric stones, yeah.
Yes. Give one of the smaller ones to like some of the lizards in the list.
The sauropods take them. The long necks.
All right. It's one less rock to deal with.
I'll keep it real with you. That's the direction I thought you were going. You said you were going to eat one.
No.
I need to refill my drink. Hang on.
Actually, I'm going to join you on an escapade because I can use some more.
And I could use the bath.
We're going to take a break.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Years after the tragic onset of the Spell Plague and the brutal eruption of Mount Hotany, the once great city of Neverwinter struggles to return to its former glory. Protector's Enclave now stands as a symbol of what was once great and beautiful in Neverwinter. Though the most prosperous district in the city, it is a shadow of its former self. Lord Neverember, working tirelessly to protect his citizens, has fortified walls around the city in hopes of fending off orcs from the Tower District, the Foulspawn who rise from the chasm, and the undead who haunt the Neverdeath graveyard. But Lord Neverember need not look far for threats to his city. The Black Lake District, home to the desperate and deranged, fosters a fierce rebellion of thugs, intent on dismantling the Lord's rule. Castle Never, once a monument to the city's former glory, is now an abandoned ruin filled with hordes of undead and monsters from the Neverneath. With many different forces vying for power within the city walls, many fear that Neverwinter has become vulnerable to the evils that lurk beyond. New heroes must rise if peace is to return to the city once called the Jewel of the North.
What have I done?
Starfuckers Incorporated!
We went from Powerwolf to 9 Inch Nail.
I thought you were going for Jack Skellington.
The 90s.
I play a game. It's called Insincerity. Starfuckers!
Anyway. Ved's handing off. Anyway, after we got our drinks and drained our bladders, Ved's handing off stones to lizards.
Yes, and he's probably gonna go sunbathing sometime.
There's a spot for that. You see a few a few actual iguanas, a couple of pterodactyls just hanging out, chilling, soaking up the sun.
You crawl into the zoo exhibit and sunbathe with the lizards.
No.
I have a question, a really important question.
So,
So some of these, you know, how like spells and stuff with an arcane focus or whatever, and some material things have like a command word, right? But if I don't play a whole caster and I don't have a command word, like, does it like matter? Like, does everybody have their own command word for shit?
as
like
I
that,
understand
or
it, in the command word set, you set as the caster regardless of whatever. It's
Can any like
I would
my,
imagine, yeah.
my question is more so: can anybody just have a command word to use an item that requires a command word to say?
yeah, I believe.
Yeah, like some people will go straight up anime route and just yell out the attack name.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Some people have a code word.
Yeah, because I've never needed a command word.
Some people I've seen use like body movements. I can't begin to tell you how many times Critical Role Campaign 1 the bard cast lightning bolt with pelvic thrust.
Yeah, no, as I understand it, pretty much like the owner, the wielder of the item.
Basically it's personalized.
Yeah,
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
The
technically I have one for my beast. I don't use it.
the Iron Bands of Bilro, it says in the description in the DMG.
Right, but that's an item. He's talking about actual spell.
Yeah, but for example, like an item that is specifically stated to have a command word. Sometimes that command word is specifically stated. Other times it isn't. Canonically, in like the D&D world, I believe the Iron Bands of Bilro.
It's manners.
Yeah, it's the command word is actually manners, but the DMG doesn't mention it. But it could be whatever DM or players want it to be, or whatever the item wants it to be. If it is a sentient item,
Yeah.
could just decide. But yeah.
I'm not meaning not to throw an evil sword at you guys.
But yeah, you're talking about like verbal and
I mean
somatic.
not to throw the one orphans at you guys, but I wasn't expecting you to do anything with it.
Why don't you give us an evil sword? I like evil swords. That's a bad idea for me. Actually, I am attracted to cursed weaponry.
You want to end up like Alara?
Okay, I unironically actually always loved that character story archetype of someone noble using evil power to do good things but being corrupted eventually.
It's a good one.
I love it. Unironically, if that wouldn't have been a wand, if it had been a sword, Carlos probably would have ended up on the other end of that deal.
I would much rather have seen you play a character like that.
Yeah, but it's also so much funnier to give it to an idiot.
Very much.
Yes.
Because the weapon tries to persuade them to do something, and they're just like,
What? I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, no.
Wait, how do you
Anyway.
spell that?
"Oh, they spell what?"
It was.
No, could you spell out that command for me? I can't remember what you just said. Like an actual idiot, like somebody who literally is not mentally capable of handling such an item.
Anyway,
So, Ved would be, and he would have told you where he would have been.
if you guys need me, I'll be up on the rock.
Yeah, sunbathing, because
Uh,
it's winter up north.
I'm assuming you're following.
yeah, and
Misses
as
this
we're
shit.
walking, hey Kenny, what's the weather tomorrow?
Tomorrow is supposed to be bright and sunny in the morning, relatively humid, but then thunderstorms approaching late afternoon.
By the way, it seems like tomorrow's gonna be sunny with thunderstorms in the evening.
Interesting that you know that.
You would see Carlos kind of like hold his hand out, go, and then like a little bit of magical effects and go. Carlos has Groovecraft. He can now tell the weather.
It's right about that time we actually passed the bulletin board with the weather report.
Listen, I've got Groovecraft. I like it. It's fun.
You just divined the weather.
Well, that's literally
just out of nowhere. I mean, yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Honestly, all I'm thinking of right now is
oh, by
an
the way, the
episode.
weather's going to be what tomorrow?
All I'm thinking of right now is an episode of the Nicktoon Rugrats. They're having a fantasy in a hot air balloon. All right, which way's the wind blowing? Spit. That way.
Once I get done doing the weather forecast, I'm going to continue to do it as you smell skunk. You're going to need a perception or insight to see if it was me. 'Cause I had to continue the effect.
Perception check.
Yeah, if you wish.
Because you smell skunk.
'Cause you-
Where the hell is this damn thing?
And then you never see me even do it.
18.
You follow your nose over to Carlos.
No, I can make it originate from whatever spot. I'm making it originate like from behind him.
Wait, behind you or behind him?
Him.
So he thinks there's a skunk following him.
Whatever you ate.
It's like a faint odor. It's like you caught it for half a second and then it's gone.
You must have a really high fucking easy.
Well, in the case of literally, it's just I just went you have to wait back to that thing. You do it for a couple seconds and then stop. And then
Now we got prank wars again.
I'm not going as far as Alara did. I'm just doing skunk because screw it. Convenient.
Smells like something died around here.
I agree. Ooh. Probably died on an alleyway or something.
Dying.
I'm literally dying right now.
I literally can't even.
I'm literally decomposing and smelling as if a skunk.
I am literally any even number +1 right now.
71. I'm literally 71.
Shoot. Actually, I love doing that.
Anyway, what are you guys doing? Besides pranking each other.
I'm still stinking bed.
Make a investigation check.
Critical failure.
Save.
Fish and nailed.
Investigation, you said?
Yeah.
17.
Takes you a little bit of wandering around town, having to go over some bridges because this town's kind of built on a big lake. You know, each district and neighborhood is on like a floating platform. But you do eventually find him kind of like near the dinosaur petting zoo area on a rock, just kind of like lying down, soaking up the sun.
Don't get too comfortable, Ved. We need to have a talk. Get up. We're going.
We're going on a
You see these guys down there, you calling up to you.
Oh, did I sleep for a day on there?
Not quite.
Okay.
But I need to take you guys somewhere.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Ved gets up.
And I say, damn it, I had this all thought out before. You retards are making me distracted.
It's his fault.
Yes, it is. It is your
I'm over here.
fault.
I'm over here with the sand grinder smoothing your brain.
But anyways, I say,
We're applying Botox to your brain.
shut up!
God damn it! Getting rid of the wrinkles.
Please, let the boy talk.
I'm trying to I'm trying to make
Like
this
that
a
one,
serious moment.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Chief.
It's okay. It's okay. It's funny. And I say, I know that I've mentioned the power of my wishes to you before, but it's time we had a serious discussion about what we could be capable of. We need to find somewhere where we won't attract attention. Is there perhaps a bar that no one goes to because it isn't popular?
I don't know.
If we're going to be looking for seedy bars,
No. Save it. I will approach the nearest guard.
Okay. It's actually a tall, black dragonborn.
My friend, could you point me in the direction of the crappiest bar?
Why do you want the crappiest bar?
because we like.
I'm a tourist. I'm just trying to get a feel for the location.
And I like drinking whiskey out of boots.
I'm not sure if this would be perception or persuasion or deception. I'm not sure if this would count as a persuasion or a deception.
I would say either or for something.
Either or.
Both are just as high. And the fact that
I hate you because I'm not common.
So do it with
they're
advantage.
just plus ones.
No, I actually do remember that's one thing for random counter.
11.
That's not great, sir.
Unfortunately, he rolled a 4 on his insight. Well, there is the stupid name for it. He calls it the Caution Ramen.
The Caution Ramen?
Yeah, it's about 5 blocks down that way. You can't miss it. It has a very kind of pretty looking snake on the sign, but it's also kind of falling apart.
I see. Thank you so much. And we head on our way to the Caution Ramen.
For reference, the reason I said about the whole whiskey boosting, it's actually a thing in random counter thing for the DMG. They have a table for if you're trying to look for a bar and like the scale of the bar. Lowest scale for the table is literally a literal hole in the wall. There is no door, there is no other wall, just a hole in the wall. The tables are barrels, and you're drinking whiskey out of boots. Literally. Ritter threw it at me, is how I learned about it.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why I made that joke of.
So the Caution Ramen.
Trust me, I'm not taking you guys here for the food.
But it's pretty easy to spot, yes.
Time out, sir. Does ramen exist in your world?
Basically noodles and hot broth, yeah.
Well, I'm saying, does it have it's the name ramen, or is it something else?
The name.
Okay. May I roll see if Carlos knows of ramen?
Sure.
What would you roll that? History?
History.
This is why I say I hold off on using the die of nat 20s. I'm swearing to God, I don't think it's weighted, but it may very well fucking be.
In your travels, you've definitely had it. You've heard the name, you've had it. Some actually pretty good, others not so much. Some have let you go into bed with a nice full warm stomach, and the rest have also let you go into bed with the bathroom door not far from your sight.
I like makeshift pet.
Maybe they'll have some good luck.
I wouldn't count on it.
Maybe it was named after people who spent too much time being vigilant and cautious. They've just been their senses have been worn wrong. Caution Ramen.
Boo!
I could take anything into account now.
Well, you eventually make your way to it, and it's pretty seedy. It does match the snake on the sign. It says Caution Ramen in big bold letters. Windows looked like there was glass in them at one point. The door's kind of like hanging off of a hinge.
On a scale of absolute dog to Grand Palace, we're looking at a 2.
As you walk in, you're immediately greeted by the scent of stale beer.
As we enter, it's going to from the verge of shielding.
Okay. The tables look like they haven't been cleaned in weeks. And one of the tables is actually just completely fallen over and shattered. There's a couple of people in here, but they're all just kind of like passed out, drunk. One of them has old whiskey oozing out of the boot he's holding.
I'm home.
As a cat, I'm suffering.
I understand.
We're going to go take a corner seat.
And you hear the guy behind the barkeep go, "Yeah, sit wherever you want. I'll be with you when I feel like it."
Thank you. Take your time.
Carlos is feeling home. They feel like
Yeah, you look over and he takes a big draft of big
gold.
whatever's in that bottle.
Carlos is going to be using Druidcraft to kind of, as best he can, try and kind of just keep the smell of stale beer from your nose by basically making it smell more like roses around you to help you in bed to help you guys out.
Yeah,
So
cat knows too good.
Yeah, he's kind of helping you to. Carlos is used to the smell of a good old seedy bar, but he's very much aware that that is an
I'm
acquired.
assuming that the shopkeep explained the working of this ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But okay, I just wanted to clarify.
You guys are getting like a second of stale beer before roses hit your nose for like 5.
I get it.
And as you guys take your seats, and guys,
Turns the bucket.
turns the bucket. And he looks at you guys and he says, I've already told you guys that I've had a limited number of wishes before. I'm sure you guys are aware of what a wish can do. He said, Carlos was with me, and we had just fought what is known as the Ring of Genie's Summoning. And I've thought it over. And this allows for us to do many things. And so I've come to basically ask, think of what it is that you either want the most or what would be the most useful. Because I'm not keeping these all to myself.
Okay.
Good boy. Good, not power corrupted kitty.
I trust the both of you with my life, as I've done so many times over the course of months. And now that we're questing together for something that could probably end the world, there's no better time than now than to put my life in your hands. And I'm sure you would do the same for me. So I ask you now, I'm willing to cast wishes for you, should you need or want them. So think long and hard.
Genie, I've never met her.
I may have an idea. I don't say we right. You make a fine rug. I may have an idea, but oops, I want to. I don't want to, shall we say, jump the gun and cast it too hastily and end up having backfire on us. I'll chew it over, and I'll get back to you with the idea. But pretty much, to sum it up, establish a force that will be able to continue after the three of us pass.
A force.
An army, or sometimes similar to Iliaster's idea, except less focused on containing what's not of this world and more focused on maintaining peace and dealing with wars that should not be, that are not needed.
Who are we to determine such things?
I do not know. My thought is more just they tried to establish way to calm. I don't know. It's the thought I have. I'm really
We'll think longer.
indeed.
I'll be the one casting the wish, so you need only bring up the idea.
Yes.
That
Fed acknowledges and says he'll think on it. He has no real idea what he could possibly, what he would wish for if he even had the ability to do it himself.
and but sorry.
That's it.
Oh,
He would need to think on it a lot longer. I mean, imminently. There are things that he might want, but he realizes that it wouldn't be wise necessarily to wish for those things without considering all the possibilities. He knows that in time, like, he will have a better answer than what he would be able to conjure right now.
So with that being said, Inkai says, I wouldn't have. Well, another reason I bring you guys to this table full of a bunch of sleeping drunks is that I can't think of what would be most useful now. Because I'll be honest, I've only used a wish once, and you guys were both there to see it. Well, not you, Carlos.
I wasn't.
I don't know what to wish for.
In order to get more.
But the more I think about it, the more I realize that I could potentially bend the world to my will. I don't know what to make of that.
It is a scary realization, I can imagine.
So I figured I'd seek counsel from two of my greatest allies.
I'd say before you start looking toward, what's the name?
You just words, honey.
A brothy psychosis.
What?
Apotheosis.
Huh?
It's a word Alara used to use sometimes.
A hypothesis.
Apotheosis, I think is the word.
Hypothesis.
No.
Let him
Apotheosis. A-P-O-T.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Yes. Ascendancy to godhood. Before you start looking into that, I would suggest considering the implications of that might have for you on your mortal coil.
Let's not try to do it through the guns. I feel like that's a good way to end up with a lightning bolt or sword wherever we don't want it.
Yes, but if this man can bend reality to his will, why wouldn't he want to ensure that he can bend reality to his will pretty much all the time?
I don't think it matters that I would not dip my toes into.
One of you is fire and the other is gasoline. What are you on about? You don't think I've thought this over?
We're
Do you
not.
think I could contend with the gods?
I'm not saying you can and not.
That's how
saying you haven't
supervillains are born.
my thought process is more just, I do not recommend the course of action. That's me stating my opinion.
I'm just saying, hey, it's your life.
My life!
You guys
I
are
was waiting
missing.
for it.
You guys are missing the point. I think that before we embark on this perilous journey, I at least give you the chance to use at least one wish.
Oh,
We could make use of them.
Sorry. Whiskey.
Over in the corner, you hear some drunk guy go, "Oh, kid! Cheeseburger!"
Pebble!
No. Oh my god.
Kill, man.
Don't you see what I'm saying? We can have anything right here before us. We can summon anything. We can do anything we want. We have power. If we use it correctly, we can save ourselves a lot of trouble and perhaps lives.
Very much so.
I mean, we obviously could wish for Alara to not be a lich anymore and just to be a good person. That would clear up the situation that we would be traveling towards.
We could also, if we want to, skip past that. But even so, are we to assume that that corruption from the wand is not still permanent? So I would say it'd be a more likely and safe option to wish for her to merely not be alive anymore again. Merely wish for her to go on to the afterlife.
Yeah, but something brought her back the first time when something tried to bring her back again.
As Dice explained it to me, she never slipped through the mortal coil entirely. As he tried to explain to me, and I'm half drunk, so I probably lost a couple of details.
Well, whenever Ved mentions that, Eight Guys has that memory of thinking about, remembering telling that guard about how he thinks that Alara is back because of Orcus, and I say, I think it might be because of Orcus.
It probably is. But the idea, as Dice explained to me, whenever she died, there's supposedly a realm of afterlife of some sort through the Raven Queen, in which, if you pass through it, unless a spell casted onto you, you should not be able to pass back through and go back to the world. But she didn't pass on and then come back. She never passed on to begin with. Something intercepted her before she could cross over. That's why I'm saying is we maybe use a wish who forcefully caused her to cross over. But whatever stopped her from going to cross over, it could be the thing can't bring her back from that. It could be once she crosses over, it's lost to Orcus.
If we suspected it's Orcus, would it not be even more productive to wish for him to be of such a weakened state that he could never do that to anybody ever again?
We're asking for mortal magic to affect the god. It could work. I don't know if I'd rate my odds high.
Well, I do remember that Alara had mentioned that there is, in fact, a way built to destroy the wand. Though she said things to me implying that she could find another way. But
I do not know of the way she spoke of how to do it.
Did anyone ever explain to Ink Eyes that the wand of Orbis was not actually destroyed when that bag of holding was torn up?
Yes.
Okay.
Available in state rail.
Yeah, we it was stated that, whenever the bag of holding is put into another bag of holding, or
Well, out of character, I know how that works. I'm
Yes.
just not sure if anyone ever explained it to Ink Eyes himself, because Ink Eyes wouldn't know.
I think it was explained. What Ben did was he took it, put it into his bag of holding, which is just a
One with refrigeration.
a bag of holding, well, refrigerated. Stabbed it, and by stabbing it, that sends the wand to
random
Wherever.
astral plane.
astral sea, wherever. So as far as you guys know, it's floating around, probably now in the belly of an astral dreadnought.
A bag of coal is just a bag of coal with a little bit of Freon sprinkled in.
See, Freon doesn't make things cold.
I know it doesn't. I mean,
It might be a long shot, but do you think we could simply wish that away?
what?
the way that
Perhaps
she,
even Orcus himself?
the way that she described it when she identified the wand of Orcus was that it can only be destroyed by a very specific process of going to another plane, fetching a great warrior from this plane. Fetching a great warrior from the plane where Orcus is on, and bringing him and the wand to another plane of existence for it to be destroyed by the warrior whose skull rests upon the...
So we'd have to contend directly with Orcus' influence.
Yes.
If we were to destroy the wand, at the very least.
But we've done a lot in our day. I didn't originally think it possible for us to complete that Herculean task. But perhaps someday we might be able to. Might be strong enough.
Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Do you think? Because here's how. Ink Guys. I'm sorry.
Nat 20 work.
No, that's a D12, so
Oh, nat 12.
ain't getting a 20 out of that.
I remember that liches use. Would it be accurate to say a soul container?
Yeah.
Container of souls.
Yes.
A container of souls to harness their power. We can kill. Does killing a lich, does destroying that phylactery mean that you kill that lich?
Yes, I understand.
Because Ink Guys would know, but I can't remember.
Oh, okay, you're talking out of character. Yeah, out of character, yeah.
Really? Or does that just destroy its ability to respawn?
I'm pretty sure it's like its soul within the phylactery, so if you destroy it, it pretty much kills the soul, sends it down there. No, actually, I don't know. I think at that point, yeah, it pretty much just does it in the... Can I rule in, sir?
Well, you guys make history checks.
Yeah.
Knock.
What did
Or
Alabaster say to us?
Arcana or history or Arcana?
Go with Arcana.
Go with Arcana.
That's good, because I
Shiza.
rolled a 17 and my Arcana's +8.
Carlos is smooth brain. He got an 11.
Don't worry, I know.
The one that matters knows.
Oh
no.
No. Ben has no idea. That's a 4.
Alright, give me a second here.
I don't know the full
A
implications.
celestial being reaches down into the mortal plane and cracks Ink Guy's head open to give him knowledge.
God himself will reach his fucking arm through just to push you down, just to hold you down.
Okay, basically, what did you guys get?
I got a 17 today.
Yeah. 4.
Terry?
11.
Okay, so you, with your travel with Rivertail and the Golden Claw and whatnot, and hearing all the different stories, a phylactery is essentially a soul jar killing the lich by itself doesn't really accomplish a whole lot because it will be reborn after a certain amount of time. But if you destroy the phylactery first, that then removes the soul, and then if you kill the lich, there's no soul to go back to, so problem solved.
So, phylactery.
Problem is, destroying a phylactery is not very easy, and from what you understand, it requires like a special ritual, item, weapon, some specialized way of getting rid of it. And even then, you'd have to find the damn thing first.
So if that's what Ink Eyes knows, now that he's talking about it, he would probably suggest seeking out someone who would know how to destroy it.
I'm not going by the game. I actually am just curious. I never actually looked it up. And now you got my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
Because if we go there without knowing how to destroy it, we won't be doing much use.
So, does Ink Eyes mention these details to us?
Yeah, he wants to explain the lich because he wants to propose the idea of just wishing the phylactery to us, or perhaps even the lich itself.
What if we wished the lich and the phylactery somewhere utterly harmless?
Doesn't making two demands of one wish render it unusable?
Wishes are very fickle.
Okay, so what if we just wished the phylactery to go to, say, the elemental plane of water where the aboleth spawn? Then, if Alara came back, she'd be fucking their problem.
Actually, no, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't?
Nope.
She doesn't spawn near the phylactery?
Nope. You could have the phylactery in a completely different plane and spawn in this world.
What? Oh, that is insane.
Wait, what?
That's how they work. You gotta find the damn thing. In order to destroy the phylactery, you gotta find the damn thing.
That's insane.
Well, no, you're saying the phylactery, she can spawn anywhere in as long as the phylactery exists.
As long as the phylactery exists, she can respawn.
Yes. You're saying about being in another plane.
At least Ink Eyes
Does she
knows
have to-
what it is that
I make sure
Alara
I'm
uses.
understanding you correctly.
Well, because what Dan was saying was send the phylactery to the plane of water, and then destroy the lich will respawn in the plane of water.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works, though.
New body appears within 5 feet of the phylactery.
Oh. Never mind then.
That's what, yeah, I'm actually trying to look for where you... I'm looking for where you...
I mean, you could rule
Okay,
that
she could do that, but she could still... She doesn't have to be near the phylactery in order to function. She could then plane shift to this world and do her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could potentially lock her away, but maybe she would find a way out somehow and cause trouble. I think the only guarantee here is if we destroy that phylactery and destroy that lich.
We could wish the phylactery straight into our hands once we, figured out how to destroy one. I don't know where we would be able to find that knowledge. Perhaps we should wish for it.
Well,
Be burning through the wishes. But it's...
now that I think it over, hey guys is thinking about the mechanics of the ring of genie summoning. I think they can cast up to like 3 wishes at a time, right?
Oh my god.
Within a 24-hour
That's what I'm
period.
I'm gonna have to pee real soon. That's
Do it now. Or we're
Yeah, do it now.
Do it now!
Now is the time. I'm thinking that we could pull some big brain stuff because if we can have 3 wishes in quick expansion, like Ved can have one, I can have one, you can have one, I can word it down for you guys, tell you what to say to this genie, and we could probably solve the lich problem.
I just had a thought.
But this is all big ifs.
We need to find someone who can draw art well, especially cartoony. I just need a custom art of like a cartoon thing of Ned. Just full on dirt, just eyes are just spaced out completely, like tongue hanging, tongue like sticking out of the damn mouth, just full on just moment.
I would like to see a group portrait of all our characters standing next to each other.
Lynn mentioned one last before she moved. I looked into them, and I don't care for their art style that much. It's okay. Like, it's not terrible, it's just not my cup.
I haven't seen them.
My thing is, if I'm going to be... My thought is, if we're going to be showing the cash out to get done, I'd like to have it done by someone we all like. Not...
Okay. The genie has the power to grant wishes. Only the most potent genies, such as those among the nobility, can do so. I guess it's a caste system. Particular genie that has this power can grant anywhere from 1 to 3 wishes to a creature that isn't a genie. Once it's granted its limited wishes, it can't do so again for 1 year. And cosmic law dictates, same genie can expend its limit of wishes on a specific creature only once in that creature's existence. To be granted a wish, you have to be within 60 feet of it and state the desired effect. It can then cast a wish spell on your behalf to bring about the effect. Depending on the genie's nature, it might try to prevent the intent of the wish by exploiting the wish's poor wording. Perversion of this wording is usually crafted to the genie's benefit.
So what you're saying is, a genie, if it's able to cast wishes, can cast anywhere from 1 to 3 wishes for a creature that is not a genie,
Yeah.
but only within the expanse of that creature's lifetime. So after it casts a wish,
Right.
whether it works or not, that is the only wish that that creature will get from that genie for the rest
Right.
of that non-genie's creature.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And if he feels like being a complete dick about it, you say, I wish to destroy this lich. He might only destroy a fingernail because you didn't say how much. All you said was destroy the lich. You didn't say the whole thing.
Is there any way to get a different genie each time, or is it random?
I'll just assume it's random.
Okay, hold on. Here's one thing that I want to check into real quick. Do you have the item up? Or do you have the...
This is relatively
Okay, I'm going to look the item up real quick.
Random genie summoning, yeah, I didn't have it up.
Well, here's the one detail that I'm trying to remember. This is either my DM, my Sunday one, ruled it as a kind of way to reel that in to stop from being so broken. Or...
Well, you can only do it once every 24 hours.
Well, I think he had a thing on it. I'm double checking before I can spout the DS.
That was only 1 genie?
Yeah. Yeah. I understand it. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, a particular genie. Yeah, it summons the same one each time, and if he bites it, the ring loses its power. So yeah.
So whatever genie we
That's
get,
how your guy ruled it, though, right?
No, that's. Unless you want to homebrew change that, that's the book. That's up to the DM, of course.
Okay, alright, we'll do that.
So whatever genie we get is the one we're stuck with.
And if he casts Wish and loses his ability, there it goes. That thing in mind.
So we could get 1 to 3 wishes per year, and that's if the wish even works and isn't taken from him, and we can only get that
And
many
assuming he
wishes.
lives that long.
Yeah, and we can only get
Because
that
he only stays around for an hour or until he dies, whichever happens first.
and the wish we get is the wish we expend for a lifetime.
Yeah, because if he dies, the thing gets right out, lose all power.
Yeah, so if you bring him out and say, I wish for ice cream, and he gives you a popsicle. Well, you didn't say what kind of ice cream or how much. Fair enough. Bring him out next time. I wish for ice cream. Already did that one, lad. He can't do it again forever. For how long? Forever.
Shit.
Well, fuck.
I want...
Because the way I understand it is if I use this ring, a genie comes out, it can cast any one of us wishes, if it can even cast wishes, but the wish, once we get it, it can only be used, like, if I were to cast a wish from this genie, and it could only cast me 1 wish, me as a creature, for the rest of the time that I am alive, I only get that 1 wish from that genie. It can still cast another wish after a year, but not to me, because I've already used my wish for my life.
Right.
So it's getting... So you have 4 plus 1 wish from him.
Depends on how many wishes this genie can grant, anywhere from 1 to 3, and it can spread that out between creatures. As far as I understand it, 'cause it didn't
So, like,
specify.
Yeah, so what you're saying is after a year, he could make somebody else's wish come true.
Yeah, like if I were traveling with a new party
If he
member,
had
and a year later I brought this genie back, he could cast a wish to them, but not me. For example, like if this genie were to be able to cast 3 wishes, I could have 1, you could have 1, you could have 1. But those are the only wishes we're going to get for our entire lives. And that genie won't be able
Or
to
at least
grant
for
a
that
wish.
particular kind of wish.
Yes.
And that genie won't be able to grant a wish for a year for anybody.
Shit.
So this is all RNG. But I do think we can make use of at least 1 wish. By getting our hands on that phylactery,
But we don't know the process to destroy it.
once we have it, we can probably figure it out.
I think
Well, the other thing to keep in mind too is that if we wish it here, and the if we can't figure out how to do it immediately, we're talking the phylactery of one very paranoid elf wizard, who I'm going to wager probably prepared for the idea of a thief sneaking by here and stealing, which means she probably has some way to track it. Which means if we wish it here to us, we can't figure it out within a day. She's going to crawl up in our shit and push our shit in, and we're caught off guard by it. So if we wish it here, we need to either have some damn good defenses for her to throw everything at us and play defensive, or we need to have a surefire way to destroy it once we get it without issues.
I just figured since it happens part of her soul, and she would just know where it is.
That could also be a possibility in that new line.
I can't believe we've gotten this far and we don't even know how to destroy a phylactery. I feel like a fool. I think what we should do immediately, before we continue this quest any further, is we find the wise old wizard or somebody that knows how to destroy a phylactery.
I'm sure they've got some archmage here we can talk to.
If you really wanted it badly, you could wish for the knowledge.
He has a point.
He's not exactly wrong.
You're not wrong. Just if you do that, I would definitely say specify her phylactery just in case there's something specific. Play it safe.
Well, I've got an idea. I'm going to attune to the Ring of Genie's honey.
You now have more wishes, more Daka.
Not guaranteed. I can get a genie that can even grant a wish.
Oh, I just thought that. Yeah, you could literally just summon the genie, and he just goes, "Oh yeah, no, I had an odor like 6 months ago. I already used all my wishes."
Sorry, boys.
Sorry, boys.
You're SOL right now.
Get back.
You get a genie who sound like John Wayne.
Yeah.
I like the idea of us just sitting at the table for like 10 minutes. Like it looks like we are waiting for like the guy to come by to take our orders.
He's supposed to at some point.
He said he'll be with you when he feels like it.
The guy
Yes.
comes around and there's a fucking genie granting wishes left and right.
Yes, like
He's like, oh my god.
I just like the image of like you're sitting there with this like ring in your hands, like meditating on it, attuning to it for like 10 minutes.
Actually,
we're just lounging about. Like,
that's
we
a good
belong
point
here.
because you guys are doing that after you finish this conversation and start doing that. A small group of people in very tattered clothes and clearly drunk, or at least getting over a hangover, walk up. Hey, we don't like your kind around here.
You're too fucking bad.
You don't like lizards or cat people?
Leave us alone. We're not causing you any trouble. We don't want them either.
Laddie, ever been in a drunken barroom brawl?
Oh
Yes.
I think we're going to be in one.
I'd rather not.
God, we don't like hipsters around here.
Carlos just put the hand up.
Hold on for 1 second.
Carlos stands up with fucking attitude.
Oh, please.
You dare challenge the man who has downed the most toxic, vile swill.
Before you can even finish, his foot's coming for your crotch.
Wait, what's the shit?
You rolled a 17. Before you can even finish, foot.
Because it's one beautiful description of the way AC works. It connects. Carlos makes no reaction. He's got balls of steel. He did not hit AC.
Make an intimidation check with advantage, then.
Balls of
His
steel.
foot hurts.
Yeah, broke his fucking foot.
Your mech's out. Yeah.
Sir, that is the 17 on the roll. Give me half a second to check that.
And 8 guys is severely annoyed. Now is not the time.
That 18.
Thank you, Max.
The guy who kicked you kind of backs away like,
So, I'll tell you what. You have a fucking hipster here. Slams down the ball of Dragonheart. Uncorks it. This is the most powerful fucking portal I've ever made.
again, before you even finish, he snatches it from your hand.
Down if you can. I'm gonna one hell of a con save from him.
I hope he's not a regular peasant.
No,
He's not going to die.
that was not one!
He is comaed.
He falls unconscious with the bottle still in his mouth. It's still pouring.
Hey, Carlos goes over, like, dirty dick beater lips off of it.
And before Carlos says anything else dumb,
No,
I look to the rest of the group and I say, for the rest of you, I advise you to just walk away.
Carlos is going to intimidately just.
It would be in our best interests.
One of the other guys goes, "You're not ever hated that."
Con save again!
Oh my god. These people are
That's going to be a 12.
He may stay conscious, but he is properly hammered.
Thanks. That.
I'll put it this way: on a scale of on the tequila scale, he on 3 tequila. One more, he's on the floor.
Actually, he's on the floor right now because he trips over his unconscious buddy and eats shit.
These people are insufferable.
Anyone else?
So, say no more, get on the phone.
Oh, maybe I'm drunk, but I ain't drunk enough for that.
So back to brass tacks. Carlos sits back down.
A few minutes later, the bartender finally shows up. Alright. Fuck do you want?
No ramen.
What kind you want? We got chicken, we got shit. Alright. Is that going to be for everybody?
No, I'll have a blueberry ale.
Blueberry ale. I can't guarantee the berries will be fresh.
Don't worry about it.
How about you, Green Man? We don't serve that around here.
That's such a good line. I love that line. We don't serve that around here.
Get on with it, Green Man.
I'm sorry. I didn't think this through. Potato.
I'm sorry, I spat.
Are you normal? Are you mental?
I'm hungry. Also, I have a
Okay.
rock gun.
Alright, so that's what we're at.
Yeah, cool choice.
I always like trying CD bars rock gun. John
Might as well
tends
fill
to
our stomachs before we
The
save-
food actually-
save the
The
world.
food is actually quicker to get to you than he was. So you're given a bowl of chicken ramen that actually doesn't look too bad.
tastes like death.
No, it tastes fine enough, but the rock grudge just has a very strong smell. Like it literally smells like rotting guts. You are given blueberry ale with chunks of blueberry floating in it.
I don't even touch it.
And you're just given a potato. A pure cold potato.
I guess that's good for her.
Would you wish for me to warm that up for you, buddy?
I think I can do that. Thank you very much.
That is
Hey, all you said was potato. You didn't specify what kind.
power of rock gun. It's not you rot your fucking guts out.
I asked for a conte, but you got strong gut.
Carlos is the alcoholic.
Oh God, I've watched too much Jackass now. I got so many things going through my head.
What does the friend cantrip do?
It makes someone essentially be your friend. They'll do whatever you ask for about a minute, but once the spell fades, they know that you charmed them.
Oh, okay. All right. So while we have this stuff, I say my what the fuck command word. I don't know.
Titties.
Yeah, friends is one of those that doesn't have a specific command word. You can just cast it and say something like, "Hey, buddy, come here and give me a hug."
Well, I'll make
And then you
my,
can use that as an opportunity to gank them.
I'll hold my ring after I'm done attuning with it. I'll hold my ring and I will say my command word. Strength. Strength. I say strength. And I wait for the dream to appear.
It's Will Smith.
That's hot. You're doing it in this CD bar.
Yes.
Alright, so
We're making money.
It's a little risky. But
your
I have
word
an
was
idea.
strength.
Yes.
The diamond on the ring glows,
It's Hulk Hogan.
and out comes a sort of a trail of spectral blue smoke that soon coalesces and solidifies to a tall, blue-skinned humanoid male figure. Bit of a scraggly beard, kind of tied down at the ends. Gives a little crick of the neck. You rang?
I did. I've come to ask of your services. I'm sure you're aware of what.
Needing some wishes?
That sounds about right.
Fortunately, it's been a while. I need to stretch those muscles. What do you want?
Breaks arm off.
What are you looking to get done?
I know the feeling.
Heavy breathing.
I don't think I need to tell you, though, that you gotta choose your words carefully.
Monkey
I am
paws.
aware of this. But please, have a seat with us.
Can he sit? They're fucking enough.
Potato.
May I offer you a potato in this trying
Draco.
time? May I offer you an egg in this trying time?
I don't.
Wait, did you hand him the whole potato or half the
The
potato?
whole potato.
Alright, and as he bites it, what the? He holds it up and there's a worm crawling through it. He reaches up. Can I have some of your drink?
I don't recommend it.
Can you have something you do recommend?
No, Carlos. Carlos, no. Don't drink that. Don't
It's
drink
risky. It's
that.
risky. It's not Dragon Hot. Dragon Hot's right here.
Better. Thank you.
Dragon Hot's right here. I wouldn't do that. I'm not that fucking drunk today.
You are this close to getting this one.
I'm not close to getting myself killed. Well, yeah.
Shut up.
Okay, look at who I married.
Please excuse my friends. Their hearts are in the right place. And I'm sure you're not overtly aware. But could I ask, how many wishes are you able to grant?
2.
We can make good use of this.
I rolled a d6 and landed on 3, so it's going to be 1 to 2 is 1, 3 to 4 is 2, 5 to 6 is 3.
I see what you did.
I landed on a 3.
And Brina immediately went to just the stupid crap.
All right. Think, guys, think.
I wish to be taller.
No.
I don't
no.
feel taller. You're taller by about a millimeter. That's what I wanted to be. You said taller. You didn't specify the amount.
No, you can't do it again.
Every other living creature just grew 1 inch shorter.
That too. They shrunk.
I wish to be taller.
I wish for
It's a comparative.
I wish for riches. And pile of bodies appear. They're all named Rich.
No, I'm just thinking of as a movie. I wish more people would be nice to me. Your wish is stupid.
Yeah. Oh no, flipping what is it?
Alright, let the boy think of his wishes.
I'll try and give him time to think. I know his brain's gonna process.
Oh, I'm thinking hard.
I know you
I
are.
think I know exactly what to wish.
I wish to touch the floor. Lowers like turns into a midget.
Or just takes away your legs.
But that's actually a joke in Game of Thrones. Literally, like the guy, one of the scenes that Tyrion's in there, like at the bar telling a joke. The full joke. That's one of the things he said. Like, that I wish for my touch the floor. Well, I can't be too bad. I used to be 6 feet tall.
Never watched Game of Thrones, so
I haven't either. I just seen the joke. It cracked me up. I wish for the nicest ass. Got a donkey.
I wish
It's very
for the knowledge. No, I wish to know the knowledge of how to properly destroy the vessel of souls that a lich uses, known as a phylactery. To note.
he reaches out. It's going to feel a little weird. Grabs you by the side of the head. And it feels like if you've ever just had your head just BAM! like slammed. That's how it feels, but that's not what's happening.
Like a cinder block. How does the describe it? Like a lemon hit with a cinder brick or something.
Yeah, he's not actually slamming your head; he's just holding it. But it feels like your head's getting rocked as you see these images of like very powerful magical essences, different, very, again, doesn't specify, so I'm just trying to make this up, powerful magical items, spells, rituals, basically much more powerful than anything you or anybody here can do right now. Yeah, you see basically a row of different items that you assume to be the phylacteries to start to crack and then shatter, and you hear the sound of screams as the souls are released. And your vision comes back, and he's like, oh, that suffice.
It does.
Sorry if your head's a little rocked. That tends to happen when you just fill it with knowledge like that.
That's okay. So, out of character, I'm guessing that the way to destroy it is by breaking it with an immense force.
Yeah, it says in the monster manual that it needs a guy to look at it again.
Certain magic items, artifacts.
Certain magic items, rituals.
Yeah, it's like each one's specific. There is no one catch-all method. It's a rough idea, but it's a matter of the items you need to crack it are...
Yeah, it requires a special ritual, item, or weapon. Every phylactery is unique.
That's why like, Carl, that was kind of like a thing of for sure specified.
And after doing that, the genie says, and since each one is unique, it's been a while since I actually had to destroy a phylactery myself, and by a while I mean never, but I've heard stories.
Hey,
you're rolling that 20.
You guys are hitting me with the one-liners tonight.
The pun master's getting out punned.
This is great.
But from what I gather, the item or ritual or spell usually has something to do with the lich itself.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Buddy.
Oh no.
Speak your mind.
Here's your what?
Now is better than ever.
Oh no.
What?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
Yes!
Dad, please, the world is relying on you.
He's grabbing Med's shoulder now.
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna need to collect myself for this.
Okay.
He's like actually shaking, like.
If you're shaking, I'm scared.
He says nothing. He's also scared.
It requires the left toenail of the great thunder god.
We're gonna need that one, don't we?
Oh! Carlos, audibly, loudly. Fuck!
Everyone is unique.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
I don't.
The genie just does this.
Yes.
Wonderworkus.
Go ahead and
That's
tell
not
him the
nice.
stories. I need to think. I think I says that.
That's not nice. That's not a nice thing.
We're killing the lich.
Basically, he
Lich
might be
has a
saying
wand.
buy some time.
We're killing a lich. One of our party members. Party member had the wand. We threw the wand into a bag of holding and it flashed it to scatter it in the astral world. But now, the person's back at the lich, and now we're looking for that item, and that one comes to mind. On a scale of 1 to 10 on how fucked we are at fuck.
I'm going to assume that's probably not the case.
How do you say that?
I don't know. Out of character, I gotta look at this info. So while you guys are deliberating,
What other
that,
item would have been that she would have been attached to and found it? Like that.
Fed would not be doing the
Yeah, I can't. I don't think lizard lips don't let you.
I mean, have you seen the picture of
He says, he says, I don't think you would probably use that because that's mostly used for like turning things into dead things.
Is
Probably not going to be that.
Well, that's the most powerful thing I can think of.
like to be a lich, like to become a lich. Like is lich a word?
No, I mean,
Is lich what?
no,
Is
there's
a
not
lich a verb to become a
Well,
lich?
more so an adjective.
Oh no, yeah.
No, a lich is a noun. It's a creature turning into one. Usually, from what I understand.
How could I describe a Lara?
Alara?
I don't know. Because this genie of ours can misinterpret the Alara we once knew rather than the Alara we know now.
Lara, you could always say
Present day Alara.
present day Alara.
I mean, present day Alara, excuse me. Okay. Buy some time. Talk to the genie.
I don't have to buy time. He sits there. He just chills. Has a beer with us. Here, have another bottle of whiskey.
I'm thinking so hard. I am thinking so hard right now.
I see the gears turning. I can see the smoke. Low trail of
I
smoke.
want Ved to be impressed.
Well,
Wait, what?
What? Try that again.
Well, I'm not specifically going for Ved to be impressed, but I'm hoping that Ved is impressed because as far as Ink Eyes is concerned, Ved is like the master of knowledge.
I was just thinking. I thought you said something else.
I thought he said something else too. I'm glad he knew what I
What do you think I said?
No, it
thought.
doesn't matter because you didn't say it.
Pretty sure.
Okay, all right.
I'll say it 'cause I don't give a damn.
Well,
I
you
thought
can
you
say what you thought.
I thought you said you wanted Ben to be impressed.
No, I heard impressed.
I heard impressed. I was concerned, sir.
You've had sugar. All right, we'll
Yes.
play with the genie. I need to think.
I'm giving him like 2 bottles of whiskey at this point. I'm down to
Shut
3.
the fuck and stop talking to me. Ink Eyes is just pissed.
That sounds
So
like you may
other
have
thi-
a wish.
Other things. Wasn't there an ancient sword that one of us had?
This one? The Orichalco sword.
Yes, that is what Ved is referring to. Yes.
Yeah, Ink Eyes found it, had it for a while, sold it after you got the Vorpal sword, and then Carlos bought it. Because Carlos was like, ooh.
Shiny.
Okay.
Wow, shiny.
Okay,
But-
Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Oh, wow! That's one of my favorite videos of the tortoise sounding like Owen Wilson. Wow.
God.
Yeah.
Ved looks at his aura. He can't be all that powerful, but pretty powerful to him, considering that it allows him to do a lot of the spells that.
What about that prosthetic hand? Because she did make that for you.
She did.
That might occur to him. Yeah.
I was roll die? Question marks?
Do you think that it would be reasonable to assume that it would occur to Ved? Even though it didn't occur to me.
Be an intelligence check.
Okay.
Use the lizard brain.
Use lizard brain.
Reject the monkey. Return to the lizard.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Scheisse.
I could use the 2 words to be in place of appear, and that would imply that whatever it is that I want to be there is there in its physical form. Right?
Yes. Yes. So,
I'm just looking for ways that I can not be misconstrued.
I wish for it to exist, to be transported to my hand.
Anyway, what'd you
But
get?
that would imply that, like, some way a crafty person could misconstrue that as, oh, well, someone goes and picks it up and it is being transported.
Immediately to my hand. I wish for this object to occupy.
What'd you get, Ved?
17.
You look at the orb, and you think, wait a minute. Prosthetic hand. Blair made that for me. I wonder if we can try that. That kind of flashes into your head.
Ved communicates this to the party.
Hey, maybe the gauntlet she made for me.
I want to go on the record, though, and say I wasn't trying to put that into your head. That was just me saying, what if? And, you know, that wasn't me trying to, like...
Yeah, you weren't trying to DM hint us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
That was actually just me
It's
thinking.
just an idea. Bouncing around ideas for what could
This is
possibly...
extremely fun.
Was there anything that she could have given her daughter as well? Could be something to that effect. And there goes. That was like a gift from one or the other, and we bonded over.
Beats me.
Yes, I didn't.
She didn't speak much of her family, and
Neither one did.
well, if she did give something really powerful to her daughter, it did help her.
Apparently not.
My first thought was, it was the one, the magic missile that Peltier fucking made off with.
I think I'm ready to make my next wish.
Okay.
I wish for cheese for everyone.
You will die.
Cheese for
I wish for the phylactery that present-day Alara uses for her power to be immediately transported on this table.
He holds his hand out. Closes his eyes. His hand glows.
Get your weapons ready.
The table glows. And after a minute of him concentrating, what appears is... It looks like a small marble bust. Maybe about... I don't know, the size of my microphone over there.
You guys are shaking.
In the shape of Anna. A small statue.
Shall I?
There it is.
What does the crossbow warding say?
Man. Sense some real power coming from that thing, man.
Shall I?
I think we all should.
You don't need to make a perception check, though, now to see that you've had an audience for a while. People aren't gathering around, they're just watching.
This must be the most interesting thing any bar goer is ever going to see in their entire fucking life.
At least in this place, anyway.
We should all attack this thing at once and destroy it.
Alright.
Probably should do this not right here for sake of bar. Also, because this one's the punchy magics, and we don't want to burn the bar down.
I also wanted to ask. I don't remember where was the last known location of that gauntlet. Did we? Oh yeah, Ved handed it to Alara's daughter. She did something with it.
I don't remember what.
Or
Yeah, I think
did she leave it in the?
it would have been left in the shop, probably.
Yeah, it was left in the shop.
Oh, shit.
Well, Shiza. Let's hope that's not the magic item.
I say to the genie, you have been the utmost help to us. And I take the bust, and we're going outside with it.
Walk out there, Alara's just chilling out there waiting for us.
You're welcome. The genie calls after you.
We could put that in like in a bag of holding, and it would, not exactly have a known location here.
We take no chances. We are dealing with it now.
Oh, I meant like so that she doesn't immediately know where we are.
Transportation. That way she can't lock on to where we are right now. She isn't tracking us now.
There's no need to worry about it. She won't get in here. She won't get here in time.
We hope. She has transportation.
All right, now we're outside in the middle of the street with this thing placed on the ground. I'm saying to everybody, we should all attack this at once. All of us.
I don't have any magical items or rituals I can perform. Except blast it.
I think we're just going to blast it, laddie.
Yeah,
I like the sound of this.
Me neither.
on my mark.
Ooh. I know.
Hey, real quick, Chief, may I see your paper? You have my sword on your paper.
Yes.
It does a +3 to attack, +3 to damage.
I don't know. I just need to see if there's any other thing effective with advantage.
Lightning resistance?
Yes.
Because I believe me and Bet are going to
Okay.
cast.
Making sure there wasn't like any charge mechanics or anything like that I could use to try and give it extra oomph. Shit. The +3 need to be attuned.
As far as mine goes, yes.
No,
No, the Orichalcos blade.
Does the +3
yeah.
need attunement?
Yes, it does.
But I would imagine you've been attuned to it for a while.
No, that's not what I was wondering.
It says right here it requires attunement.
I know.
Yes.
Okay. I have one more idea if this doesn't work. This have the better odds.
On my mark. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody make attack rolls.
We had attack rolls.
I'm casting Shatter on it.
I'd like to cast Dispel Magic on it.
Probably
Would this be an attack roll?
Not if you're dispelling magic.
Okay.
Fuck me. That one.
Oof. Actually, I am going to.
Ping! You just bounce right off.
So I'm guessing this is a spell check.
Yeah.
Okay. Because obviously this would be higher level than standard Dispel Magic.
I'm going to be making all 4 attacks are going full out.
Okay.
Right before it happens, I'm just like, I'm sorry, Alara.
Slap.
I'm so sorry. So,
And then you cast Shatter on it. Alright, so your sword just kind of ping!
So. Ooh, good rolls. So that's 19 on the roll, so it'll be 20 fucking oh my god, 32 to hit it.
What did you get, Ved?
That's a 25 total.
Okay.
32 to connect.
Alright, so Vorpal Sword surprisingly doesn't do anything. Shatter breaks off a chunk. Dispel Magic hits right around the same time. And you just slash right into it 4 times.
Yeah, if I do that. You want me to roll for my damage?
Yeah.
I was only 1 attack. But I still have the other 3 to check.
Oh, I thought you rolled all 4 attacks at once.
No, I'm rolling 1 attack and I have advantage. So 32 for the first one.
Bart on this.
Nat 20 for the second. So another nat 20. We got a little bit of hot die. Now, and that'll be a 31 hit on the fourth.
Okay.
So 2 crit, a 32, and a 31.
Okay.
I imagine the nail connects, sir.
They do.
Roll for the damages. That's a whole lot. Now that's a lot of damage!
We're beating this.
That's for each, and then I need another one for the crit.
well, the people of the town don't know yet, but we're saving the fucking world.
No kidding.
As far as they know, you're just smacking at a small statue.
Yeah.
A very, very tough marble.
You came out of a bar and started smacking at a statue. As far as they know, you're drunk.
Or we could be like loan sharks, destroying the property of someone who owes us something.
That's funny.
Who put you off? A lich. Ah, right.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. You killed
62
McCain?
damage
Yeah, right.
Overall.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Took his
Spell magic. Shatter breaks off a chunk of you cast the spell magic right around the same time. And oddly enough, it didn't exactly seem like the magic faded away at all. And you managed to hit, and you did slash into it, but it doesn't look like, but not enough to actually break it. You did leave some slash marks, though.
Okay, as if even though Calcus didn't do what it was desired, Carlos's last Hail Mary he's got, put it away. I'm gonna punch it once. Okay? Let's see. Hope this connects. Actually, we're going to use Lucky Die. That's what we use Lucky Die.
What was it?
Oh my god, 19.
29 to connect it.
Okay.
Upon connection, we're blowing the charge. This is going to hot.
Using something that does necrotic damage to a phylactery does not sound wise.
You got him with the Carlos not fully connecting the dots in his head.
Yes.
So that plus the
Plus an inanimate object.
plus the 1d6 for the punch itself.
a grim reminder of who Alara used to be.
Shots. Well, all fine.
Shots.
It's inaccurate. It looks like. So we'll call. I guess we'll call that one that. So it was 5. 20 necrotic. 20 necrotic.
Come on.
20 necrotic, and then looks to be 13 blunt.
You did leave a small dent, but it didn't exactly break like you wanted to.
Damn it!
Fortunately, you didn't break any fingers, though.
Luckily.
Carlos, back up. Cast Shatter on it again.
Once more.
Another small chunk just breaks off, but it's a phylactery. They're not exactly destroyed that easily.
Yes, but if we keep doing that, it will be in a bunch of little chunks.
That's true.
I mean,
It's about this point, though, the guards show up. What the heck are you guys doing?
Trying to destroy.
we're trying
They're
to.
trying to destroy this tiny little statue.
And you see how much abuse has been taken.
Statue. But
This statue is the difference between life and an eternity of suffering. I beg of you, don't interfere.
make a persuasion check.
Why is it everybody
5.
but the charisma caster is making the charisma checks?
Because you haven't been speaking up.
Well,
Yeah, I'm trying my damnedest to convince the people
I
that
mean,
we're the good guys.
You want to say something, no one's stopping you.
5. I failed this roll.
Trying to see if there's anything I've got.
You're telling you. Let me see if I got this right. Tiny little statue. He reaches down to pick it up. Tiny little statue. Give me it. You want to stop him?
Yeah, actually, Carlos is going to reach in there and kind of just grab his hand. Don't touch me.
It contains the souls of many of the dead.
Do you know what a lich is? Or have you heard what a lich is?
Fairy tale.
No.
No fairy
And what liches use to gain a immortality of sorts is pretty much pour their soul of others into an item that stops them from dying properly if slain. That is the lich's thing.
One of the other guards listening to you turns to bed. What do you want?
If there is a problem with us making a scene here, we can take this out of the city and keep bashing on this statue. If that is the problem.
Well, it's technically a report of vandalism that we've been getting.
This is our item.
Can't really vandalize our property.
Now you make a persuasion check. Or deception, because it's not your item.
well, it's specifically we wished for it, so
True. Okay, persuasion.
Shit.
It's not ours in that we are liches. We are trying to break this thing because it is ours.
28.
Oh.
I'm a charisma.
So it's yours, huh?
Yes.
Fine, stick it somewhere out of the city. So that way, we don't think you're just... I mean, look, we were told that you came out of that place, and I don't even know what the heck blue guy there is.
Don't worry about it.
And as far as anyone's concerned, you're just a bunch of drunks smacking on a statue. And casting magic in the middle of the street.
Causing a scene.
Essentially, yeah, you're causing a scene.
Alright, we will leave. With that whole...
Well, you'll know if we're drunk or not if we fail to destroy this thing.
What? You make my brain hurt now.
If you're going to destroy a statue, I recommend a very big hammer.
Do you have one?
No. I'm a city guard. I have a spear.
Know where we could get one?
Yeah, the hardware store.
Oh, yeah.
Scans.
So, none of us touch this.
I can cast telekinesis on this. We know this. That's going to cast telekinesis on this.
You remember, I already touched it with my
Yeah,
bare
you already
hands.
gripped it.
Yes.
But that's okay.
Yeah, like I'm sitting over here, my brain trying to rip through anything that Carlos has got for like super duper shit, but he's a one trick pony as far as like special trick goes.
The thought process I'm having now is like the thing that keeps me from being discouraged is that chunks are coming off. But Ink Eyes he's baffled. He's thinking to himself, I don't get it. I had the vision. I thought I knew.
It could be like what you're saying. We need something specific. If we need something specific for it, then no matter how hard it could be all we're doing is chipping cosmetic. The actual function still lies. We to make a proper dent and destroy it, we need the item. The question is, if it's this gauntlet, that's not hard. We can go back home and grab it real quick. If it were, say, the wand, we're super fucked at that point.
Oh, we could go there. We'd have to find a way back, but
That'd be the problem, laddie. Technically, we can get there, but let's not drop the thoughts.
hey, I think in time I could probably learn that spell that Alera used to get us out of the abyss.
Probably, but we don't do it right now, and now we're kind of pressed for time.
I imagine you're having this conversation and you're walking.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see what we can do with what we have here.
Yeah, we can keep trying to hit it. Worst we'll need is like a break.
I'm sure we'll know once the task is done. Well,
Yeah, we could keep wailing on it. So, do we get to the outskirts of the city?
You get pretty good ways out of the city, not quite to the jungle, but yeah, good ways out of the city.
Is anybody following us?
Make a perception check.
David.
4.
That's all, folks.
I'm too stressed out.
Perception says 99. Lucky die failed me. No. That's a 13, sir.
There doesn't appear to be anybody following you. You're too busy thinking, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? You're like, is it... If it's gauntlet, click on home. If it's the wand, we're fucked. And you actually take the time to look around. All free and easy and clear.
We might need to follow up and actually get a big hammer for this.
Carlos, you'll get a hammer.
Carlos is going to go get hammered them.
Be quick. With haste, Carlos.
Quickly, please.
Let's take a break.
Carlos is not going to go to the hardware store, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if Carlos went back to
Where
the
you
town
going?
and it was in ruins.
Carlos
Because
is gonna go to the magic shop.
Back to Packies.
Back to backies.
Dude, what if Carlos went back to the town and it was in ruins because the lair already showed up?
Hey there, you're back.
What do you have a magic hat?
What about that Imperial wand thing?
A super rod.
Yeah, the super rod.
And the problem with the super rod is that's out of Carlos's budget at the second.
You could. I don't want to mitigate. Not mitigating.
Oh no, Carlos knows he probably asked Ink Guys for the cash. The problem is that Carlos is, he's pretty sure you done blew through majority of your allowance.
Think harder.
Well, I have this one.
Think
He
charisma.
plops down this.
And charisma, sir.
Carlos.
I have that idea. Yes, sir.
And plops down this big metal hammer.
Don't tell me it's the hammer I think
We
anymore.
call this one the Dwarven Thrower.
Okay, I know that hammer. That's one.
You don't
You throw it, hit something, and it flies right back to you.
Mjolnir in a sense.
You're making metaphorical veins pop out of my head. I just want you to say what I want you to say.
I knew you're thinking, ask nicely for it.
No.
What?
Close.
Wish for it.
No.
That would be a solution.
That actually might be a solution to
I wish for a hammer that can destroy this to appear in my
What
hand
a
right
waste
now.
of a-
Oh God! Carlos is big brained.
Big brain.
Carlos.
He plops down another hammer.
Oh yeah, it's big.
It's much bigger, and the head appears to be almost on fire. We call this one Pyramol. Woo!
Keep in mind, Ink Guys told you to make haste.
Carlos actually upon sitting down with that, he's gonna go. Sorry, lad. I just had something come up. I need to go. He's gonna give him 10 gold for your troubles. Sorry, and he's gonna run out.
He is going to run to your ass. Full on butt cheeks front. I'm blowing 2 key, in fact, to say that I went max speed.
You bald motherfucker.
He's gonna run over. I mean, hood's down at this point. He's running too fast. We're fucking idiots!
What?
Use a wish to bring the item we fucking need to destroy this. Wish for an item to destroy this fucking thing.
What?
Even if we'll say that an item doesn't need to be specific for this to destroy that bust. If you say wish for an item that can destroy this bust, either way, we guaranteed surefire the way to make that thing no longer exist.
Well, unless you want to strangle a wish out of that genie, I suggest you find a fucking hammer.
You've got not what I'm saying. You've got
You have the ring, and you have 2 more wishes from the deck of many things.
You one of your 4. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this is a really good opportune
But
time.
I only have 4. If I waste 1 on wishing for a tool, you know how much of a waste that would be.
By the way, it's been over an hour. The genie's gone.
At this point, we don't need a tool per se. Because think about it this way too. I punch hard enough to work like a fucking hammer. If that thing would have given a hammer, it would have given into my fist.
I'd like to propose that during this entire time of like waiting for like Carlos to go there and get back, Ben has just been acid splashing this thing the entire time, just trying to melt the marble, because that's the most alchemical thing that he can think of, you know.
Really?
Alera was an alchemist. Perhaps just blasting it with acid might eat the marble away to the point that it's just gone.
No, if a hammer would have worked, everything we did to it would have worked. I don't think it's a matter we need brute force. We need something specific.
Haven't you seen the chunks coming off? We're making progress.
That's cosmetic. Think for a moment. You really think?
You think. We're breaking it. It's supposed to be broken.
Is the acid doing anything, Chief?
Not really.
The acid's not doing anything. I'm telling you, I do not think brute force is going to work. I think we need the key to the lock. Think. We're talking about Lara here. She is the woman of 1,000 contingencies. Are you really thinking she would leave that so weakened to where a simple hammer could smash it? She's going to make it some hyper-specific key. It wouldn't shock me if she somehow managed to work that towards indestructible. This is the Lara we were talking about.
Ben is bashing it with a rock. Yes.
You break the rock.
Oh, man.
Throw it up from the distance. Pull out another Chigurl rock, just...
Before you can do that.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh.
I need to check something real quick.
Uh-oh! Oh, God!
Before you do that...
Sir?
3 words, no character wants to hear.
Power kill.
Before you do that...
I think if she power kills even Carlos right now.
Okay, before you can bring that second rock down, a purplish astral hand appears and grabs it.
Dex check to grab it.
Go ahead.
Grab the hand?
Oh, God.
We brought the bitch.
You shake hands with the astral.
This is fucked.
Failed it. No fucking way.
And pulls it away. And you follow. 30 feet away is this tall humanoid figure, tattered skin, tattered robes, basically a skeleton with rotted flesh hanging off of it, but still looks very familiar. Brings it over, holds it.
Summoned the
Really thought it would be that easy.
All of Ink Eyes' fur is standing on end.
His tail.
Carlos
back arches.
Carlos unsheathed sword. There you are. Wait for your ass.
Sure, but I've been busy.
Yeah.
You're not the Alera we once knew. Your time has come to an end.
Merely a fucking nightmare standing in a place where she once stood.
bed gets up off the ground. Dusts himself off a little bit.
So, I'm gonna let you get in a little bit of part of my madness in my head. Generally speaking, anytime I get in like that angry, like that fight stance shit, my brain starts playing rock, like heavy metal rock music in my head. Thing is, Marcus, that's not. I'm getting like the first thing when like brain goes to like rock music. I was listening to it earlier. Fucking Your Come Won't Last comes into my damn head. That's what's in my head right now, and I can't get it out again.
Oh, I'm just thinking when the Doom soundtrack kicks in. But no, with a flick of her wrist,
I wish the guards could do this.
with a flick of her wrist, the bus sort of
I fucking
disappears. She's like,
Oh my
So-
god. The fucking thing is gone! No!
oh.
What's gone?
She did made the bus gone. She teleported somewhere.
Actually, no. Rewind that.
Rewind.
She puts it into a bag. So, what shall it be?
I believe it's the part where we clash.
Your head on a silver platter.
I was thinking gold, but silver shall do.
She's not good enough for it. Give her Ethereum.
Oh, electricity.
Yeah.
See, I'm not the only one that's been busy. So, shall we begin?
I'll give you one chance to give us the bust and we can send you peacefully into the afterlife. The alternative will not be so comfortable.
Well, I'm sure it won't be, but I still have something I need to finish here, and I can't quite have this being broken now, can I? No. But I can certainly see you all being broken.
No. Carlos is immediately thing with mirror image. Crack this chestnut open now.
I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry.
We'll pick up here. Actually, hold on.
You're not gonna let us either fight it now.
It's gonna
Well,
be too
no,
late.
it's going. It'll have to wait till next time. But
Oh, fuck, it's 2 o'clock. Oh,
Yes.
damn. Okay, that went by quick.
Yes. I saw at the time when I pulled up the song.
I'm gonna make a note real quick. I had 500 death points. How are you today?
Feels like I'm running in place. Won't pass the candy race. I'm breaking apart. They're after me. It's like I'm waiting in vain. You took it all away. Left nothing but scars. Not to break.
Sure. You're gonna let me get mirror image off before turnover.
yeah.
Okay. I'll mark it down so I don't forget.
So go ahead and roll initiative now, and then we'll pick up from there next week.
14.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
17.
I'm sure-
Be 22.
I'm sure the crossbow of warning has nothing good to say about this.
Roll your
no,
initiative first.
Bad news. Bad day.
Roll your initiative first.
Bad day, bad day, bad day.
Okay, Jackie Chan.
You know.
Ooh, jeez, thank God for the advantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That is 2 times I've been saved by the advantage. I've rolled
Oh, yeah.
nat ones like twice out of them. I'm like 2 for 2
Hold
on
on.
nat ones with advantage. That'll be a 16.
okay.
In fact, it still is.
What were you going to say?
But look,
Oh yeah, 13. It's just one side off
this
from one. Oh, this guy.
and
Oh,
I
wow.
could have had 2 nat ones.
I had an idea that it's not going to work.
I could have had 2 15s too.
In matter of we record them. We didn't record. I was going to sit. This is like my campaign where we don't record anything. My thought process like I'm going to bring a speaker in, put like fucking have Boston music queued up in a playlist. So just come in, sit down, hit play, and just
I can figure something out for that.
like we can just use our phones, or I can still bring my speaker and just turn it down.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll pick up there next week with the fight.
Oh, why I gotta do this to us?
Hey, At least we don't
Why do
have
I gotta do this to you? Because
we conjured up the phylactery.
Yeah.
plus you saying she had a way to track it gave me the idea.
I was so
Oh, son of a bitch!
I was
We
so
fed-
convinced
we
that
fed
my
the
Orbis
DM.
would have destroyed it.
I hate when I help the DM. You never want to see it.
Anyway, we'll pick up there in 2 weeks.